Hey, look at that. It actually did save Nikhil's camera. Hello, everybody. And I didn't mute my own stream, so I just got myself shouting in my own ears. There we go. It's fixed. Let me click the button that gives Nikhil that nice little completed border around his screen as he eats his Cheetos. Is that what those are?
Cheetos.
Dude, I have some Cheetos too, actually. We could just make this the worst ASMR stream to ever happen. Hey. To the guy who keeps asking me to curse on stream, 1, I do. You just haven't heard it before. 2, what is wrong with you? What's such a confusing question?
3, go fuck yourself. Now, Matt, you can say it too, and then you'll win.
No. I'm not giving him the satisfaction. I don't care. I'll do it organically. I'll do it organically when it comes up as usual. Anyway, let me pull up the document here. Nikhil, as of last episode, which is now up on YouTube, by the way, called "Apologies to Jessica Tish," I have fully acknowledged and accepted that this series has just become a really stupid podcast where we talk about Marvel stuff, and I'm here today to embrace that energy.
And that's why we'll get more done today than we've ever done.
We really
before.
will. Now that I'm coming into this with like the vibe set, it will be so incredibly productive, and it's going to be very funny for that.
Also, I want to point out again, because I'm not ever fucking rescinding this shit. As far as until Matt pulls rank and stops me, Null, there's no compromise. Null is the fucking ultimate nullifier. That is what he is. Everyone leave me alone.
I just need to address everything. If you guys are ever curious what it's like to be a Twitch streamer, the guy who was yelling at me to say more curse words just said, "I know, I'm sorry. By the way, I'm apologizing for the jokes I made about the Holocaust." And I have no idea what he's talking about, so I just banned him.
That's probably a good joke.
I don't know what he was talking about, so he's gone now. He's gone now. We just don't need... For the record, if he did make jokes about the Holocaust, I'm glad he apologized for them. But that's not something that's not an energy that... I don't think he did either.
Troll comment.
I don't think he did either. So we're just going to get rid of him, and I will pull up the much more serious and important Funtime Universe doc. And we'll see if we actually write anything on it today, or if we just do nonsense. And I'm so okay with either.
We wrote on it last time.
We did. That is fair. We did technically write on it last time. Where's my? There it is. You guys don't get to see my bookmarked tabs. I really wish that Streamlabs would. Streamlabs either keeps your camera source or my display capture, and never both. And today it decided to keep your camera source. Someone said this is the first time I've ever caught one of your streams. What an intro! It's very. Usually we don't have weirdos, but everything else has been pretty accurate representation. By the way, I think. Okay, let's see. So Nikhil, welcome. Hello. I didn't actually greet you. I don't think. Welcome to the stream. What do we want to do today? I'm gonna start setting up my TikTok live, so I'll let you think for a second. What nonsense? I've by pure coincidence scrolled down to it was exactly the Giants Raven. So did you type Matthew let me on in huge letters before I
I didn't know that you hadn't started, and it was after 4, and you were answering, so I thought you were on.
No. That's my bad. It's because, as I said, Twitch didn't keep my. Yo, hold on. Someone just gifted a whole. I just heard a lot of sounds. Dante, thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate it. The return of legally distinct Jessica Tishy. I mean, I feel like it's less legally distinct the more we talk about it.
It's incredibly legally distinct.
But it goes down. It goes down in distinctness. It goes down in distinctness the more we say it. Also, I did just put the real name on the YouTube episode. So, hold on. I forgot to turn off the Nightbot that's saying this is a rerun. This is not a rerun. Hold on.
Yo. What the fuck are reruns? It's just Twitch, but not live
No,
anymore?
okay, so...
What's the point of Twitch?
So, I needed to run a rerun because we have to pre-record a D and Dorks episode, and I wanted to, test our ability to do that before we actually, did it, so that, we hopefully wouldn't have any problems. And, so I just ran, a test rerun episode to see if we could do pre-recorded stuff.
No, but, since when does Twitch let you do pre-recorded stuff? The whole point of Twitch is it's live.
Oh, I mean, you can just like.
That's just a YouTube video.
You can just post. You can just put videos into your software and then play them.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. I think that the point is live, but if it's something that we have to do to keep on schedule, like, that's good. That's a good option to have. Is this stream, like, still officially marked as a rerun? Surely it won't save that in between. It will. Why does it save that in between streams? Okay, well, it's fixed now. I don't think anyone really cared, but for anyone that did, now the stream is properly labeled. For any of you in the chat who care about bureaucracy and Twitch policies. The tag is, yeah, I don't know why that was a thing. It's off now. Anyway, please fix it. Oh, yeah, I fixed the night button. Okay, so we should be good. For those, we never actually really said what this series was beyond, it's basically just a podcast now. The original point of this series was that I was going to, like, rewrite and make my own version of the Marvel Universe in the style of, like, the Ultimate Universe or MC2 or something like that. And then Nikhil was like, yo, can I come on? And it has, I'm going to just say it, devolved since.
Yeah, no, that's a big.
But it has it has devolved into, I think, pretty entertaining comedy, and I'm accepting that. I think that's probably hot take. I think it probably is getting more views now than it would have, and therefore, I will accept Nikhil's help for the longevity of the concept. Also, people are doing explain badly things. I was fixing stuff as those were coming in. Let me do those. Or let me at least look at those. And then I need to set up the TikTok live. There's so many things that I have to do at one time. Cherry actually being at a stream and not being at work? That's wild. Also, thanks for the sub, Cherry. Okay, let's see. Someone did explain badly. 4. Sigam? I have no idea what this is. Cigam. I've never heard of this. Do you know who this is, Nikhil?
There was someone called Star.
Yeah,
like at the very.
I'm looking through. I'm doing. It shows them to me most recent at the top. Ah, he's a wizard. He's a little magician man. Okay, hold on. This might be a rabbit hole. Actually, you know what? We're doing star sign first. Because I think that's a rabbit hole. Marvel star... If I Google Marvel star sign, is it going to give me, like, BuzzFeed quizzes? Like, this is what Avenger you are based on your star sign. That's what I'm calling it now. I think that's what's going to... that's what's going to happen. Oh, nope. Oh, okay, the first one was the actual wiki article. The second one was a Screen Rant, official zodiac signs of Marvel's Avengers. And the third one was which MCU hero shares your zodiac sign. I'm counting that. I called that. Star sign is...
Love a 2 appearance.
The entire... Wow, I hate this character. Okay, guys. The entire... wiki article for star sign, very popular Marvel character, is one of the Hawaiian Initiative Team's members. She welcomed new team leader 3D Man upon his arrival and was present when Magnitude was revealed to be a Skrull. Injured by Magnitude,
pop.
Star sign was taken to a hospital by Devil Slayer. No mention of what her powers are, and her costume is just kind of like a star-shaped boob window.
Is it actually a boob window?
It looks like it. Surely...
It looks like it's just tan, at least to me.
There's
but also,
a line.
I tried to click on it, and then the internet died, so I can't.
There's a line, so I think there's a notable.
Oh, well, I'll take your word for it. The picture's
it's Power Girl, but star. It's that basically. Okay. What was the other? Oh yeah, Sigam, who Amy did point out to me. His name is Magic Backwards.
Oh, Sagam.
Sagam, yeah.
You should have
I
said
guess. Now the reason that I pulled this up on our screen here and then stopped and backtracked is because I read the first line, which says verbatim, Sagam is a product of Jimmy Jupiter's imagination.
Facts.
Hailing from the realm of nowhere in the area known as the Land of Cards, he's the court magician to the king and queen of cards. All these have links, by the way, and you better believe we're going to look at all of them. When they were discovered on Earth by Jimmy Jupiter, the king and queen ordered Sagam to use his magic to shrink Jimmy down to their height and transport them all back to the kingdom. After they taught Jimmy that those who played cards for money forced cards to go to war, Sagam was ordered to bring Jimmy home. Is this an anti-gambling comic for kids? Is that what I'm looking at here?
No, it's anti-card war. Can you read?
But those who play cards for money... No, but only when you play cards for money. It says specifically when you play cards for money. These cards are soldiers of fortune. Anyway, who the hell is Jimmy Jupiter? That is not at all what I was expecting when I clicked on that link. Who is this old-ass man?
Oh, James Jankovic.
Yeah, okay. Right, of course.
James
okay, I think I might have actually... This is like a guy from the 50s or whatever who came back later. Oh, the 40s. All right. He would regularly visit the fantasy world known as Nowhere. Most dismissed his adventures there as nothing more than dreams. As it turned out, he had the ability to transport to a parallel world where he could create anything he desired. And so he's just like a god. He's like
well, in a parallel world.
Yeah.
I can do that too. It's called having an imagination.
But does your imagination contain such wonderful and what the? I had a thought that I was I had a thought in mind as to where I was going with that sentence, and then I clicked on this image and saw, and then I lost my train of thought a little bit. And then the page crashed. So we have Kermit balloons. Okay, Nikhil, you've seen the Spy Kids movies, right? Surely.
Yes.
This reminds me of Spy Kids 3. Am I crazy? This image just has Spy Kids 3 game over energy.
I can see it. Yeah.
This is going to be the topic of conversation for at least the next 5 minutes. Who lives here? Who lives in the land of no? Oh, there's points of interest. There's a lot of points of it and a lot of people. Pete Porker. Hold on. Pete Porker debuted in 1943, unrelated to Spider-Man. He's just a pig guy. That might be a Canon Clash question. that might get to be a Canon Clash question. When he saved Barnyard Valley from the Jeeper. What the? This deserves a whole stream later of just deep diving into Jimmy Jupiter and the land of nowhere. But I feel like that's not what we should be doing today. Though whoever knows what we do on these streams. What's one more, Nikhil? Are you looking at this?
Oh, you know what? Jimmy Jupiter, I assumed from all of this, was like a relevant character in the 40s. He's not. He's only ever been in 27 books.
This is a lot of locations and characters for 27 books.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. Hold on. Is this a thing where it was like he would have like 4 adventures in one book, like that kind of thing, you know?
No idea.
Okay, well when I clicked on this, it shows me Human Torch. So is he subplot? The Flying Dutchman. Oh, Arcus Vision. Man, we should bring Arcus Vision into the Funtime universe. Raise your hand in chat, metaphorically. Who knows who Arcus Vision is? At least like 3 people are gonna know. There he is. Strange Adventures in a Land of Nowhere. He's a B plot. That's wild.
He was in one consistent run of comics from Marvel Mystery Comics 28.
Yeah, the first, right?
Through 48. And then did not appear again until 2011's Captain America 1 through 5.
I almost just spit out my water because as we're talking about this wholesome boy, Jimmy Jupiter from the 40s, I was looking at the top thing on this page, and the first plot in the same book as Jimmy Jupiter Boy Wonder is called The Poison Pill Suicides. What were they doing in 40s Marvel? That's a Human Torch thing?
Poison pill suicides? Of course.
The poison pill suicides. My god, okay. Alright. Here's Arcus Vision, if anyone wants to know who that is. There was a guy named Vision who was mostly unrelated to the one that you know from the 40s. And he looked like this. He was that's a modern version of him. He looked dumber in the 40s. Anyway, Nikhil, we should get at least slightly somewhat on topic so that we can derail again. What do we want to start discussing for the Funtime universe today? I'm kind of tempted to do Moon Knight in honor of Mark Spector dying soon.
Yes, we can do that. I have a great pitch for Moon Knight.
Okay, I'm so incredibly terrified in this moment.
Well, I don't know if it works in ours, but I have a pitch for the real
I
one.
also have a pitch for the real one, but I don't... But you go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, your pitch is silly old 8-ball, when obviously the answer that all the Moon Knight fans...
Nikhil, pause. Stop. Right now. If this is the thing that you texted me yesterday... If this is the thing that you texted me yesterday... Go on. Go ahead. Say it.
Which one? Which one are you afraid I'm gonna say? Is what I'm.
We're gonna find out.
I was gonna say Punisher.
That is actually the. I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say Orb. I did think you were gonna say Orb.
I'm not gonna say Orb because I'd actually love if it was Orb, but Punisher I feel like is such a actual likely option.
I would be so sad if that is what happens. I think that is the one thing that would make me like sad. I don't really care who takes on the role. I don't care if it's 8-ball or Soldier or like Reese. I would accept Tigra, but like not Punisher, please.
They need to give Punisher a new thing.
And don't give him Mark's thing. Dead.
Oh, but he's such a bigger IP. And now the Moon Knight suit is a big IP, but like they don't need Mark. I'm telling you, I think it might. He just died. Like he's up for resurrection. They love resurrected Frank.
If it is Punisher, I will be incredibly, genuinely depressed in real life. that will if Punisher becomes Moon Knight, it will have a tangible effect on my mental health. I'm not gonna lie to you. But who do we want our Moon Knight to be, Nikhil? Do we want it? We could do. Okay. We could do a thing where we never acknowledge Moon Knight's DID, and he has moon powers, and he uses his moon powers to, like, steal Iron Fist powers and Ghost Rider's powers, and then takes over the world with Khonshu.
You just came up with that?
No, that is the real thing that happened in the Jason Aaron Avengers arc, Age of Khonshu, which is... Nikhil, have I not... Nikhil Clayton, my good friend. Have I not told you about Age? Have I told you in full about Age of Khonshu?
In full, no. I didn't know Ghost Rider was involved.
Allow me to. I was gonna say, what's the opposite of enlighten? Taint, corrupt, whatever. We're gonna.
Yes, please taint me.
That's Matt. The technically correct use of the word. All right. It is a technically correct use of the word, and I will not be slandered in this way. Okay, Age of Khonshu. I hate that I have to go to like Mark's actual wiki page to find the summary of this. Gotta scroll down. So there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna read you verbatim what the Marvel wiki says about this wonderful little chapter in Moon Knight's history. Chat, if you don't know what this is, buckle up. All right. When Khonshu became plagued by visions of the end of the world at the hands of an army of the demon Mephisto and his pan-dimensional alternate selves... So we're already starting very wild. Mark was affected by these horrible premonitions. Confronting Khonshu, Moon Knight discovered his master was as much a victim as himself. Okay, this is weirdly written, but Khonshu has a prophecy that Mephisto is going to kill everything. With assistance from the cult of Khonshu, which is apparently huge now, all of a sudden, Moon Knight reluctantly embarks on a quest to absorb the powers of the modern-age counterparts of a group of Avengers of the Stone Age into mystical ankhs in order to prepare to defend the Earth. And he does this to Iron Fist, Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, and Thor. So Moon Knight just steals all of their powers, tries to do it to Phoenix, fails. No, hold on. He does actually do it to Phoenix later. I'm sorry, I haven't read this in a bit.
Oh,
so,
yeah, wait, because I know it's a very popular thing. People keep telling me that Moon Knight should be Phoenix, which I hate.
But
I don't know.
We'll get there.
Why?
So, with the powers... Oh, I should note this. Two things. As I said, first off, they acknowledge Mark having DID one time in this entire arc. Singular time they acknowledge it. Secondly, the way that he beats Thor is that apparently... when there's this special super rare thing, I don't even remember what they call it, but you know how there's like super moons sometimes where like the moon is just closer in its orbit to Earth and so it looks bigger?
Yep.
There's a super moon or something, and when that happens, Mark's powers are way bigger and cooler all of a sudden. And when that happens, he can control moons. Straight up, in the most literal way I can describe it, he can control moons. So he hits Thor with a bunch of moons. And also, since apparently the Uru, the thing that Thor's hammer is made of, it's apparently made of something that came from a moon. And so Mark can just control Mjolnir with his mind because it's a tiny chunk of moon. This is a real thing that Avengers did. The main Avengers series did. Anyway, I gotta continue on because we're like a third through.
This is what happens when people get TV shows.
This was before, but I guess it was planned. Anyway, after Moon Knight killed Mephisto and handed the powers over to Khonshu, Khonshu takes over Manhattan, renames it New Thebes City, and uses it as the starting point of a global conquest, with the Avengers becoming fugitives because they're harboring the Star brand. This is another thing that I have to note that the wiki does. I gotta show you. Hold on. I gotta show you. This is. I need to prove this. I have this comic because I bought it excitedly when it first came out, not understanding how absolute shit it was. Okay, so where is it? No, this is the right one. There's a very specific page that I'm looking for here. It's after he kills Mephisto. There, is that it? There we go. All right. Nikhil, are you ready for a masterclass in comic book writing? A masterclass in comic book writing. All right. So here we have. This is, I know, kind of small on your screen's chat. I'm sorry, but you can kind of see what this is, right? It's Khonshu holding Mjolnir. So Moon Knight's all sad. He's like, I've betrayed my friends. I've struck down good men and stolen what's rightfully theirs. What more would you have me do? And then Khonshu's like, nothing. I'll do it. So Khonshu takes all the powers. Turn the page. 2 weeks later, with the powers I'd gathered for him, it took Khonshu just a matter of days to begin reshaping the world.
I mean, with those powers,
Khonshu takes over the entire planet in a page turn and a 2 weeks later caption. They just skipped that. There's a line.
I mean, that's a very, like, I feel like that happens, though. Like, Age of Ultron's like that. They're just like, and then Ultron took over. And now it's the Age of Ultron.
But it's Moon Knight. There's lines, too, where it's like, there's a throwaway line where they're like, Krakoa's still resisting. And then they never mention it again anywhere else. Anyway, that's not even the worst part. There's more. Hold on. There's more. So, Khonshu begins to go crazy because he's got too many powers. So Mark goes to get different powers. Mark prays to the Phoenix Force and becomes a toast for a bit, which I guess you can do. I didn't know that was entirely how it worked.
He prays?
Spectre uses the physical beating that he takes against Black Panther as a token of devotion while praying to the Phoenix Force and becomes a toast. So Black Panther kicks Mark's ass so hard that he becomes a host of the Phoenix Force.
That's not how that works.
In this it is. Anyway, he also, it's worth noting, he tried to steal Panther's powers, couldn't do it. So Moon Knight takes the Phoenix Force and goes and kicks Khonshu's ass and then abandons the Phoenix Force, and then everything kind of just goes back to normal, and the new run mentions like one time that the Avengers are skeptical of Mark because he did all this stuff, and then sort of just pretends that it never happened because it is garbage.
Jesus.
Yeah. Literally. Mark Spector gets his ass kicked by Black Panther so hard that he becomes the Phoenix. That's an issue in this comic. It's the dumbest. It's one of my least favorite things Marvel's ever made.
Marvel needs to stop fucking around with the Phoenix. I've not liked anything they've done with it since like AVX.
Yeah.
And even that I only like because I read it as a kid.
I will.
But they need to calm down with the Phoenix.
I will give Age of Khonshu one thing. I will give Age of Khonshu one thing and one thing exclusively. And this is not at all credited to Jason Aaron, but it did give us some really good covers. It gave us some incredibly good covers. Like this cover of Moon Knight fighting T'Challa, that's a cool cover. I like that cover a lot. It's got good like color contrast on the red background. This is neat. And there were some cool variants of them fighting, and that is the only good thing that we got out of the whole thing.
That is infinitely better than the Gambit fights Black Panther cover from earlier this year.
There's a Gambit versus Black Panther. Which issue is this?
That's like it's Rogue and Gambit 2, 2023.
All right, I would love to see this. Hold on, Rogue. Yeah, I guess and Gambit 2. We'll see if that actually. That's. That was not what I was expecting. Don't worry, I will show chat. Oh, the Phoenix Tournament. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Let me show this.
I cannot stand this book. I think the last 2 issues got much better, Rogue and Gambit, but the first 3 drove me
This
mad.
is a pretty bad cover. Yeah, it's a terrible cover. Okay. I will give them this. This cover would be not nothing if it wasn't Black Panther, but Black Panther feels very out. If this was 8-Ball, if they were doing this against 8-Ball, that'd be funny as shit.
It'd be fine. But the fact it's Black Panther is wild.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm amazed. I'm very amazed that Black Panther getting body slammed by this white woman got greenlit, but whatever.
The first issue of that series is Gambit gets drunk and fucks everything up. And the second issue of the series is they go fight Black Panther for no reason. And then the third issue of that series, I don't even remember, but it's all terrible. But they literally go do it for literally no reason. They just show up and Black Panther's like, I'm gonna fight you. And they're like, all right.
Is it as sitcom-y as the title art makes it out to be?
No.
Because this title art is very like 70s sitcom in my, you see the vision with the gradient.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Okay. Well,
its plot literally doesn't make any sense. The whole thing is that all of these ex-villains have been captured by the new power broker.
It's kind of interesting.
It is, if all of the villains weren't currently accounted for in other things. Like Juggernaut's one of them, and it's like I don't think Juggernaut was captured. Actually.
No,
he's
that
literally
sounds
on
hard.
the X-Men.
That sounds hard to do.
Oh.
Speaking of things that don't make sense, and me ranting about Jason Aaron Avengers, have I told you about the Phoenix Tournament arc? Do you know about the Phoenix Tournament arc? Okay.
Yeah, I know the Phoenix Tournament.
I figured you did, but if you didn't, I would have to ruin your day even more, because that was some
I'm currently
bad writing.
I'm currently working on a really big thing for YouTube for the Phoenix Saga, and as I've read it now like 4 times recently, my dislike for the modern day Phoenix grows every time.
It's just a plot device now. It's just like need someone to be strong. Let's just stick the Phoenix Force up their ass. Yeah, it's just giving firepower on someone. Yeah.
This was defined as like the thing that bound souls together. Like the Phoenix was God.
And now it's literally just it's just fire and cool visuals. Chat, I need to know, chat, are enough people curious about the Phoenix tournament arc, because I will, with Nikhil's help now, because he knows it, we will summarize. I don't know if Nikhil's interested in doing that, but I think it would be funny if we summarize the Phoenix tournament arc together. So, Chad, are people interested in this? Do people know what this is?
I'll say I've not read it. I've only ever heard of it, and I don't think I like it.
I've read it. Okay, I'm now realizing that I said, are people interested in this? Do you know what it is? And those questions have different answers that would mean the same thing. And so I don't know what Chad is saying, because some people are saying yes and some people are saying no. I don't know it. Why would they do a tournament arc? Don't know, but please tell me. Go for it. Okay, so let me get you some visual aids here. And Nikhil, since you know it, feel free to chime in. And then maybe we do Phoenix Force for Funtime Universe. If we're already talking, maybe we can do it better. I don't know. This is... Why are you leaning so much into the camera here?
Just intrigued.
Fair enough.
Just excited. I'm gonna go get up and get some water, though. I'll be right back.
All right. So, Enter the Phoenix. I'll start the summary here. Enter the Phoenix was it was very shortly after Age of Khonshu, actually. And the bit here was that the Phoenix needed a new host, and it wanted to choose a host from Earth, which, to my understanding, is not how the Phoenix Force works, or has ever really worked before. Though Nikhil will be able to elaborate on this a little bit more. And the way that the Phoenix Force decided to do this was to, and I mean this in the most literal way I possibly can. Why is this picture so small? I want a picture that highlights this decently well. There we go. The way that the Phoenix Force decided to do this, for reasons fully beyond me, was to have what I can most accurately describe as an anime tournament arc, where all of the people are going to fight each other, and they're going to have Phoenix powers while they do it, and then whoever wins this tournament is going to get the Phoenix now. So this sums it up, right? This series was so obviously just made so that Marvel could do like 1 billion Phoenix designs for everybody, which is something. And there are some cool designs in there, right? I'm not going to say that there aren't cool designs in here. There are some that aren't good, but there are some that are fine. But the entirety of this is literally just characters with the Phoenix Force fighting each other. Everything reads like a tournament arc. It's just fight, 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 fight. But there's one character in this, then this is probably the part that Nikhil already knows. Echo. Echo is in this, right? And this was like a little bit before the Hawkeye show. Echo, in the first half of this arc, has literally like 3 lines. Like, she has some things that she says in like big team shots where everybody is talking. Echo has a fight versus... Oh, Amy points out, I did not read this. Who's the naked lady? I do believe that is Shauna the She-Devil from the Savage Land. I don't know why she was there, but...
Wait, Echo talks?
Huh?
That's like a general... Does Echo talk?
In this she does. I don't believe she is mute in the comic. No, she's not mute in the comics.
I don't remember her talking in parts of a whole, but that's...
She might not talk in everything, but she's not usually mute. I know that. She's deaf, but she's not mute. So Echo, in a truly unfortunate turn of events for her, fights Namor in her tournament. And like, she's gonna lose that, right? Naturally. And she does. She
also
does lose
Namor
that.
Namor has actually been the host of the Phoenix.
Yes, Namor with a power he is experienced with, kicks Echo's ass, and the last thing that you see of her fight is her, like, dropping into the abyss of the ocean, and then she doesn't show up again. Which is a wild way to leave off her character. Fast forward to the final issue. The Phoenix chooses its host, and it's Echo. Because apparently, the winner was not what was going to determine who the host is going to be. It was just arbitrary characteristics that the Phoenix had decided. And so in the final act of the final issue, Echo with the Phoenix Force just bursts out of the ocean and has the Phoenix, and then it ends, and she gets a mini-series where she's Phoenix. I am not exaggerating the pacing of that at all. She has no lines, drops into the ocean after fighting Namor, and then gets the Phoenix 3 issues later.
I cannot wait. Jean Grey, the comic that's coming out right now, is taking back the Phoenix.
Yes.
And I'm so excited. The Phoenix should never have left the X-Men.
No.
It needs to be there. There's a really funny panel in early like X-Men comics of Krakoa. I think it's early, but they see the Phoenix like fly by. It might be Echo, and then Cyclops looks up and he's like, "That's kind of a weird thing to be jealous about, isn't it?" Like,
I think I've seen that
like,
panel.
Should I be jealous that the Phoenix is over there and not with us?
I think
like,
I've
yes,
seen that.
You should, because I'm jealous. Like, what the fuck is that?
I know the one good thing that this there are two good things in this arc, and it's just because it's just fights. It's just 1v1s. Not that it matters, because the winner of the tournament was not actually the one who was ever going to get the Phoenix, so they ruin all the stakes at the end. But the two good fights in this whole thing is there's one that is Steve Rogers versus T'Challa, because Jason Aaron just likes making people fight Black Panther, I guess. And they have a really good speech where they're like, yeah, we're friends, we don't want to fight, but someone has to win, so we're like both going to go all out at this. That was good, because that's very in character for both of them, and it was well written. The other good thing is when Captain America fights Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom, in very much sort of MCU I can do this all day fashion, just keeps kicking his ass over and over, but Steve keeps standing up to the point where Doom gets annoyed and basically says, fuck this, I'm Doom, I don't need the Phoenix, I can get power another way, and leaves. And that is how Doom loses, is Steve annoys him so much that Doom is like, alright, I don't care.
Jesus.
And that was good. I liked that. It was very in character the way they did it. It was very good the way they did it. But anyway, Avengers Rant Part 2 is over. Do we want to talk about Moon Knight for actual Funtime Universe? Do we want to talk about Phoenix? Do we want to also make Moon Knight the Phoenix?
I mean, I don't. I think I might finally pay for
Nikhil, I have a great idea. I have an excellent idea. So the Phoenix Force is like the embodiment of life and like binds souls, right?
Yes.
Moon Knight has DID, so he's got like more life and more dudes in one dude, and the Phoenix Force is like, oh, that's such a good host. It's such a representation of what my thing is all about. Look at the pain on Nikhil's face. Look at the genuine frustration that this man is feeling towards
what's
me.
happening is happening.
Oh my god, Sun Knight! Oh my god! Because he's got fire, because that's what the Phoenix does. That's so good, yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
This has been a good stream, y'all. I'll see you all tomorrow.
I think that's pretty good. Hold on. Sorry, where does it say Ultimate Nullifier on this before?
Oh my lord.
Okay, so let me start writing some stuff down. Oh, that's kind of funny. You actually made the text big here when you were trying to yell at me to let you on. I didn't do that. That's on you. So I'm gonna write down Sun Knight, Mark Spector, gets Phoenix. How does Mark Spector get the Phoenix? Let's see.
Mark Spector, not a telepath.
Hold on. Actually, debatable, but probably not. But also sometimes he just does. Let me see. Phoenix Force. Let's see. Earth 616. Phoenix Force. What little threads can we pull in here? 1 billion years ago, the alien demon lords of Stasis weaved a spell that halted evolution on their planet. The Phoenix intervened, bonding with one of the aliens of that world, breaking the spell and purging it. What? Hold on. What is that?
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm worried about it. What is the Uncanny X 2012 looks like?
All modern use of the Phoenix. Here's the issue, everyone. The Phoenix, someone asked why is the Phoenix focused on mutants? The Phoenix is focused on mutants because the Phoenix was Jean Grey. And then they decided to make the Phoenix not Jean Grey so that they could bring Jean Grey back. But then everyone didn't like that. So then the Phoenix became Jean Grey once again in 2001. And not like as a host. Like it was like, that's what Jean is. She's the Phoenix. And then they lost the rights to the X-Men. And then they tried, they said, oh, wait a minute, we need the Phoenix back, so the Phoenix can't be Jean. And now the Phoenix is Jean again, because she's currently in the process of bringing her ass back to life with it, right now, just out of sheer will. And Judgment Day was like, hey, you killed all those people. You gotta stop pretending that wasn't you, bitch. So it's firm. Like, the reason it's focused on the X-Men, the reason it's for telepaths and everything, is it's just Jean. Any other bullshit origin they gave it in 2012, that's irrelevant. It'll change in a month. Wait for it.
I mean, that is fair. Dintman in chat, though, points out something great. So, I've changed my mind. I actually don't think Mark Spector should be like the Avatar of the Phoenix. I do think it should be Khonshu because they're both birds.
That's funnier. I'm more okay with that.
All right, hold on. Okay. We're back in the game, baby. We're so back. Khonshu.
See, if you get to a certain level of dumb, it's fine.
Okay. Okay. So, Khonshu, he's a member. Wait, where? This is me going down a genuine route of curiosity here. Where did the myth of the Phoenix originate? Not like, if I Google Phoenix, it gives me Phoenix, Arizona. That makes sense. But like where Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology. Okay, hold on.
Is it not just Jewish? They call it Tippereth, which I've been told is a Jewish thing.
The phoenix is an immortal bird that cyclically regenerates or is otherwise born again. While it's part of Greek mythology, it has analogs in many cultures such as Egyptian and Persian. The origin of the phoenix has been attributed to ancient Egypt by a Greek guy whose name I don't know how to pronounce, and later 19th century scholars. I don't think it's a Jewish thing. I've never heard of it being a Jewish thing before, but could be.
They refer to it as
versions.
Tippereth, which I've been told Tippereth.
Wait,
is
who?
Jewish.
Like Marvel refers to it as that?
Yeah, like in the books.
Oh, I'm looking at like the actual like Wikipedia for the real world. So I guess they just made that up. Okay, here we go. The Egyptians. This is a writing from.
Oh wait, you're looking at the actual myth of Phoenix?
Yeah.
Oh, no, like the birds?
Yeah.
I misunderstood. Okay, I don't know where that's from at all. I would have assumed Greece.
Egypt, apparently. The Egyptians also have another sacred bird called the phoenix, which I myself have never seen. Thank you. Thank you, Greek historian, for clarifying that. Actually, jokes aside, I'm glad you clarified. It would have been weirder if he had seen. I'm sorry. He went, I cut off before the end of the sentence. The Egyptians have also another sacred bird called the phoenix, which I myself have never seen except in pictures.
But pictures, or like paintings.
I'm assuming
I'm
assuming it does mean paintings, but this guy did say
got
pictures.
Like a photo of it. He's just like, that's a fucking firebird. He watched Harry Potter and he was like, I got it. I saw one.
Indeed, it is a great rarity, even in Egypt, only coming there, according to the accounts of the people of Heliopolis, once in every 500 years when the old phoenix dies. Its size and appearance, if it is like the pictures, are as follow. The plumage is partly red, partly gold.
What are you reading? From this man who
an account from no, this is like an ancient Greek philosopher. An account from an ancient Greek guy who wrote this in the 5th century.
He believe in phoenixes.
No, yeah, like genuinely, that's why I say it's funnier that he clarified that he never saw it, because like this guy is fully presenting this as a real thing that the Egyptians saw, that he is like recording.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah,
love it.
The plumage is partly red, partly golden, while the general make and size, which is a weird way to describe birds, are almost exactly of that of the eagle. The general make of the bird is like an eagle.
They do kind of look like eagles.
They do,
I
yeah.
Think the Morris Falcons, but
they tell a story of what this bird does, which does not seem to be credible. But he comes all the way from Arabia and brings the parent bird all plastered over with myrrh to the temple of the sun, and there buries the body. In order to bring him, they say he first forms a ball of myrrh as big as he finds it can carry, then he hollows out the ball and puts his parent inside, after which he covers the opening with fresh myrrh, and then the ball is then of exactly the same weight as at first, so he brings it to Egypt, plastered over, as I have said. He's really hammering home this point that it's a plastered ball, and deposits it in the temple of the sun. Such is the story they tell of the doings of this bird. I love Herodotus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I do love this guy's vibe of just like, they told me this story. It doesn't seem real, but I'm going to write it down anyway. Anyway, so the fun thing about this is that this makes sense because the Phoenix is Egyptian, and so we can make Khonshu and the Phoenix the same guy. Is it accurate to the mythology?
Well, no.
All the ancient Egyptians are dead. Who's gonna care?
There's a funniness to like Khonshu's a big skull bird.
Yeah.
And the Phoenix is like never that.
What if we made the skull on fire?
Exactly. Yeah,
also Ghost Rider.
It could be. We can move Ghost Rider into this. Why not?
We just make this character as many amalgams.
Here now. All fire characters have to go through this. Oh, you know what we should have done? We actually should have made somehow Dormammu and Ghost Rider related because it's always
we still can. We still can. We haven't done Ghost Rider yet.
Have we touched Dormammu?
We have
a son.
Doyle, yeah, but Dormammu is just still like a guy out in the dark dimension who looks at Earth sometimes. So hold on. So Khonshu is Phoenix. I don't want the font to be this big anymore.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it is probably more readable for our viewers. Whoops. No, I didn't want... No, I wanted that to be big. I just did... Don't think you can erase my masterpiece. Don't think you...
I'm doing what you asked.
That's not what I asked. You liar. You know what? Just for that... Just for that, it's getting bigger than it was.
You took the joy of Draven away.
All right, cool, perfect. That's gonna stay there now. That's where that lives. No, you bastard.
I also can edit.
I know. I don't know why I gave you this permission.
Trying to do.
The rest of the stream is just us fighting over the font size of the Sun Knights Phoenix thing. Can I take away edit permissions for a specific line of the document?
Cannot edit this one.
Okay. So, Sun Knight is Phoenix. Okay. So how do we hurt Nikhil even more by bringing Jean Grey into this? Because she can't be Phoenix, but we do have to connect her as something else.
Or maybe she could be Phoenix.
What if Jean Grey dies? What if
It's her favorite
yeah,
thing.
I was about to say that's actually less of a joke than I was intending it to be. What if we mix Jean Grey's origin with Bushman and Moon Knight cuts her face off?
Bushman? What?
Yeah, Moon Knight's nemesis is a guy named Bushman, and I don't like.
About?
That is my least hot take. I don't know if I'm going to yell at for this. Bushman is my least favorite part of Moon Knight lore because his name is Bushman. It's just his last name. His real name is Raoul Bushman, or Bushman, I guess is probably how it's. So it's but
that's actually way funnier. Everyone should just call.
But he just goes by that, and so since it's a superhero book, you read it as Bushman, and he's just like a crazy guy with knives and guns. Like, he has nothing. It's the stupidest name. It's not a good thing for Moon Knight's history, and he doesn't show up nearly as much anymore, which is good. Jean Grey Morbius. Thoughts, Nikhil? No. Actually, the full comment says, for a Dracula you owe me money joke. Jean Grey. Oh wait, Jean Grey's Moon Knight's psychiatrist. I actually don't hate that. Now we're getting into territory that I don't hate.
Wait, why psychiatrist?
Because Moon Knight has so many psychiatrists, and most of them are evil.
Okay.
Because Moon Knight's not well, and he.
But Moon Knight doesn't exist.
Sun Knight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But it's Khonshu who's still.
Well, no, I think Khonshu still empowers Mark.
No, because it says Sun Knight, Khonshu is Phoenix. That
empowers
seems to me
Mark.
No, hold on. The part of this that was good was that Khonshu was just doing it himself. That's the better thing.
Yeah, and this is a punishment for you for the nullifier thing. So of course we're not doing that. This isn't supposed to be good. This is supposed to be bad for you. I'm just gonna leave it at this font size. I do genuinely think it's probably more readable for our viewers. Okay, so Jean Grey. Is it Grey or Gray? I actually have no idea. Okay.
EY.
Is Mark's psychiatrist.
Archie, what are you doing,
Wants
man?
the Phoenix.
No one's ever thought about Nil. You don't have
Phoenix
to do this.
Force so that she can kill
Herself.
Scott Summers for cheating on her with Madeline Pryor. I don't think I spelled that wrong. I don't think I spelled that right, and I don't care.
Matthew, what is happening?
I am making the worst Moon Knight and X-Men crossover I possibly can. Scott Summers cheats on Jean Grey with Goblin Queen, which is kind of a thing that almost happens, and Jean Grey's mad about it. She didn't have the Phoenix Force up to this point. She died a different way.
What are we even
This
doing?
episode is me trying to break Nikhil's sanity. That's what this episode is becoming, and I think I'm winning.
I want to point out, the ultimate nullifier was adding a letter to a word, and we're doing an entire segment to pay me back for this.
Yeah, and it seems to be working.
Why are so many people involved?
I don't know. It sounds right. Hey, chat. What else do we want? Is Madeline a clone or just looks a lot like her? I think
the original intention, fun fact, was that she just looked like her.
We can make it a parallel to Mark having DID and say that Jean also has DID and Madeline is just one of her alters and she doesn't know that.
Jean is Madeline.
Yeah, Jean is. I'm gonna write that down. Jean is actually. I don't remember how Madeline Pryor is spelled. I think there's a Y in there, and I do not care to fix it.
It's spelled weird. It's like Madely.
Oh, I actually did get it right in that case. I didn't explain character badly earlier, and is that not really just what this whole stream has been?
Not,
Hold on.
Can we not have it be this large though? Seriously, this is
yeah. No, we can.
I can't read any of
shrink
this.
it down. I think I'll just zoom in on the Twitch stream. This is meant to be revenge, but it doesn't have to be revenge in a formatting sense. It can. Let me look at the explain badly as you're fixing that.
Why is it? Oh, because it's impact. Okay, we gotta. Yeah.
That impact is you. I think I didn't make it impact font.
Well, I did this just for Draven. If you notice, what I wrote the Craven part underneath it, it's normal.
Okay, hold on. There's actually been 2 explain badlies. Maybe one of these will distract me enough. Someone said prima donna, and with the specific note of because I need everybody to know just how bad the 50 state initiative was. She has an undefined level of super strength. And her suit is just kind of boring. I don't have any bits for this. She just seems boring. Yeah, she just seems... Are there other characters named Prima Donna? Maybe? No. What about... Who is Codename Lightning? That actually rings a bell, weirdly. Codename Lightning... Codename Lightning were a series of Thor clones who were unleashed by Henry Peter, whatever his Gyrich? I don't know how his last name's pronounced. It was Did you know he unleashed a bunch of Thor clones on some people in a Civil War? What if?
No, but it sounds like
apparently he did. Okay, let's see. Matt, this is going too far. Nikhil ruined one character. Look, it's all right.
That's what I'm saying. He's taking out all
okay,
of the
okay. Fine. We'll just leave this here, and then this punishment has gone on long enough. I am not Frank Castle. I will not punish Nikhil more. All 50 states characters are just lame one-offs. Oh yeah, most of the look, we could do an entire stream just talking about how bad most of the 50 state initiative characters are. Because
I thought, wait, didn't Reed or Tony or someone make Ragnarok? Garrick didn't make Ragnarok.
It's a what if. So they probably just changed it. But yeah, no, the 50 State Initiative characters, 85% of the 50 State Initiative characters are just names that they made up and then just kind of awkwardly put in. The characters that were actually characters were interesting, but the team members were bad. So sad I missed the honey badger discussion. What honey badger discussion? We very, very briefly. There wasn't really much of a discussion. No. Let's. I can't undo your writing, but let's pursue this. Explain yourself.
So what's that, honey badger?
A clone of a clone of Wolverine. That's what she is in this.
If you clone someone enough times, suddenly they become a god.
And now see, I feel like we've entered some sort of territory that the Spider-Man editorial department would try to pull. I feel like we're out of X-Men territory, and we've swerved into the Spider-Man editorial department here. Peter Parker's 85th clone is just cosmic level god.
Yeah.
Can we make one of Moon Knight's alters an avatar of Khonshu and another one is the Phoenix? No, that would be redundant. They're the same guy. They're the same guy now.
Yeah,
they're the same guy.
Khonshu is the
Phoenix now. Okay, we're not going to elaborate on how that happens.
My bigger issue with this is that I don't like we gotta have something fun in here. If we're gonna make Khonshu the Phoenix. Fun. But like, what does it mean, Khonshu is the Phoenix?
Bird. Bird. What do you want from me? I saw someone in chat named Dintmint just say, "Can we make Khonshu the Phoenix because they're both birds?" And I took that and I ran with it. That's the only justification that I have.
But like, what does it mean? Like, is it just Khonshu, but he has a fire aesthetic now?
I guess.
What are we doing?
You're asking me what this means. I made this up 5 minutes ago. More than that,
buddy. Come on. Yeah, we're an hour into the stream, Matthew.
Yeah. Look, this is good. I love recording Funtime Universe. All right. Jean Grey's Mark. What are we doing?
I don't know what this Jean Madeline thing you've said.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'll be nice. I'll be polite. I'll delete this. I'll delete this. We don't need this anymore.
I think there's something to work with in the idea that
yes, that genuinely, bits aside, has something to it, especially because the Phoenix actually is apparently from Egyptian mythology originally.
I think, because it's still a god, and then this was empowering Mark in a bit of a different way. And we could even play with the whole, is Jean Grey the Phoenix or is it a different thing with Mark's DID? Of like, is Mark empowered by the Phoenix and Khonshu, or is Mark also just literally Khonshu?
I mean, yeah, we could like pull in some elements from Sun King, because that's kind of a bit for an obscure like one-off Moon Knight villain. It wasn't really a one-off, but there was a bit where like he has fire powers, and he might be the Avatar of Ra, or he might be a mutant and insane, and it was never actually confirmed. So that's...
Well, I think that's just because it's a very meta thing, what is the Phoenix?
Yeah.
And then Mark is a fun character to just be like, by definition, you don't know.
Yeah, because that was his bit for a while.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Also, is it not... Like, isn't that like one of the things too? Like in the comics, like he might not actually.
Yeah, they've confirmed it officially recently because, like, to take him in a more magical direction, they kind of need to confirm it, and so the current McKay run, like, very quickly in it, one of the first things Mark says is he's like, yeah, I have mental illness, like, genuinely, I do actually have dissociative identity disorder and maybe schizophrenia, and I'm also probably kind of insane, but one of the reasons that I have mental illness is because there's this weird cosmic god messing around in my head. And that has, like, made shit worse. So it is both. The canon thing now is both. Like, he is crazy and there is a cosmic god messing around in his head that makes things worse. We talking about Moon Knight, someone in chat asked. And I think the answer is, kind of. Bullet points.
I just wanted to get
the formatting did need to be restored. Okay, so are we gonna keep the origin? We need to change the origin at least a little bit of him just like going into a he goes into a temple, he dies. Khonshu brings him back.
You should go to space. There's gotta be some crossover between Egypt and space. What is like an Egypt space thing?
In Marvel or in like
in anything? I don't know. Like in real life, obviously, Egypt has a space program, but like in like Egyptian mythology or something, there's got to be an Egypt space.
There was the sky goddess whose name I think was probably pronounced Newt, but is just Nut. And I don't know.
Wait! Ra does sail across the heavens.
Yeah, that is also.
Wait, this doesn't work for. This doesn't work for Khonshu, but Jean Grey is in a ship and she gets hit by the solar flare. That's how she gets the Phoenix, right? Or becomes the Phoenix, one of the two. Mark is an astronaut. Oh, hear me out. Goes into space, gets hit by Ra's genuine true chariot. It's just a drive-by hit, and that's how he gets these powers.
Oh wait, okay, hold on. This is getting into actually good territory here because there's a fun thing in Egyptian mythology that does not get brought up enough in like modern interpretations, and that is that Ra is crazy. In Egyptian mythology, towards like the later periods of it, they genuinely viewed Ra as like a kind of senile old man. And it could very well be a thing where Ra just totally misinterprets the situation and like thinks that Mark is someone else and gives him the powers kind of by accident.
Love it.
Okay, this rules. We've brought it back. As usual, we have bumblefucked our way into a good idea. This is good. All right. So, I deleted our formatting. Mark Arc Spectre. What?
Arc Spectre.
It wouldn't let me type in the N.
There we go.
Mark Spectre is an astronaut. How serious do we want to do the wording here? Mark the Arc, Joan of Arc Spectre is. Hold on. The Skype call just died, and I don't know if that's my internet or Nikhil's internet. I think you guys can still see me, right? I'm looking at my stream delay confused face on the stream, so I think everything is fine on this end. I don't know where Nikhil's gone though. Hold on. Yeah, the Skype call has look at his big frozen face. Hang on. I'm just gonna end the call and like restart it, and then we'll see if that's gonna work. But his internet might have died. I don't know if it's making. Can you hear like the Skype beeping noises? I have no idea if like the calling noises are something that you guys can hear. Hold on. I'm texting him now. Okay, it says he's not online, so I just texted him. We're gonna see what he says. I'm gonna keep typing because we determine things, and I will use this time to get our doc caught up. I can't, but my audio is weird. I can't hear the music. I don't have music on during the streams where someone else is because it confuses things. Okay. Mark Spector Spaceman Werewolf Hunter. I thought about Mark Spector Spaceman Werewolf Hunter, and I don't. It's an option. It is an option. Hold on. Sorry. His internet did not die. We're gonna deal with that if go though. All right. Ship gets hit by Ra's boat, which probably has a name, but I do not know it. While on like a test flight, I guess, not like high Earth orbit. play. Ra misunderstands the situation. Assumes Mark is like there for him or something, you know, mixes him up with somebody else. Gives him powers with 4 S's. No. It's called the Manned Jet. That sounds so much like an actual like spacecraft. But I'm assuming that that's not their intent. Hold on, sorry. I'm looking at some... Hey, hold on. Someone found... Sorry, I pulled on my email to see if I had anything for another project, and if anyone listened to the last episode of Cannon Clash and got jump scared by an alarm that I said I was going to lower in post, I couldn't find it when I was scrubbing through the episode, and so I kind of just assumed it was fine because I scrubbed through for a while and literally couldn't find it. And someone just commented and said I didn't lower it nearly enough and it made them jump. So, my bad. Okay. I'm going to do this call again. Sorry, everything's gotten kind of scattered in the last few minutes here. I don't want to like move on and type too much until I can get Nikhil back in here. He mixed him up with Jean. He meant to give the powers to Jean. Oh, that's actually viable. I don't hate that. I like the idea of Moon Knight having a partner that's more sun-based. He has a partner that's another moon right now. I mean, not really partner, but he has like a counterpart that's another moon guy. I love that Nikhil's face is still frozen on that awkward grin. Yeah, I can fix that. Hold on. You can see my announcements. Alright, hold on. I don't know, he has not responded to other thing. I'm asking if he's rebooting stuff. I'm trying to think, does anyone want to do any point reward? Oh, I think there's an ad break on right now. But does anyone want to do any point rewards or ask me anything? Okay, Nikhil's rebooting. Maybe I can actually finish this sentence. Does anyone have any point rewards or anything they want to do so that I don't move on while we are setting stuff up? Nope, no ad break. Oh yeah, no, they don't hit everybody at once. They don't hit everybody at once. Okay, there we go. Someone did a shelf showcase. Do you want anything specific? Any specific area or genre of thing? And then Moon Knight Revolutionary War. The concept of historical Moon Knights is something that I have mixed feelings on. And I don't know if we needed a Revolutionary War one. But you know what? Whatever. Let's see. Also, yeah, there's a whole bunch of hydrates. This is mostly empty, but I'll finish it off. There we go. If you have any new Power Ranger stuff, I don't. But anything is fine. Let me see if I have anything Power Rangers that I at least haven't shown in a while as we wait for Nikhil's... Actually, hold on. If anything is fine, why am I not showing this? This is the obvious thing. Wait, glasses. Put those there so I don't fall. This is the obvious... Wait, I'm going to just leave this on. I'm just going to leave this on until Nikhil gets here. Can I, like... Is there a way I can, like, hold... I haven't put foam in this yet. I cannot see my chat at all. Hold on. Can I, like, make this bigger? Because Actually, I'm not going to leave it on until Nikhil gets here. But I'm going to leave it on while I answer the call. Drink the Ghost Sour Apple Lemonade concoction. You think I still have the Ghost Sour Apple Lemonade concoction from days ago? I do not. I do not. I think we're missing a VOD for one of these streams. You're not. I just uploaded the most recent one yesterday, though. Or no, actually today. I uploaded it yesterday and it went up today. So you are not missing an upload. But it is possible that you just didn't see it because it just went up. If you and Nikhil ever do a historical Moon Knight, what if? Can it be Joan of Arc? Probably not. I feel like there are better fits. So I don't know why I decided to wear that. I cannot see. Victor Von Doom. Hold on. Let me do the Explain Badly. I feel like I've seen that universe number before. Helmet hair. Doctor Doom. What was it? 14412? Doom the Living Planet. Just Doom with all of the power. Oh, this is Avengers Forever. Okay. Yeah, I haven't read Avengers Forever, admittedly. Too much Doom. Too much of a good thing is my bit. Too much of a good thing. Okay, let's see. Where the heck is Nikhil? Could you maybe make your version of Thanos? Oh, we're not doing Thanos yet. Thanos, I'm sure we'll get to eventually, but we're not doing Thanos quite yet. I'm gonna call Nikhil. Oh, there we go. Incoming call from Nikhil Clayton. Hold on. Hold on. You know what needs to happen. Let me turn the NDI source back on so that he'll appear where he should. I can't see my cursor to answer the call.
Hello?
What's up?
I saw you on the stream before.
Damn it. I tried to do a bit, Nikhil. Why'd you have to go and ruin it? Anyway, I didn't type anything important while you were gone. I waited. Wasn't that nice of me? I wrote the two things down, which is stuff that we already determined.
Like, oh, they're all fucked now. Everything's hell, and you hate it all.
What?
I said I could have just come back, and you're like, everything's fucked now.
I could have, yeah. I could have done that, but I decided not to.
What a guy.
I couldn't find the Spider-Man VOD in the chat. Oh, that's because it's not named Spider-Man. Unless I really screwed up on the amount of it's not named Spider-Man. I think the Spider-Man VOD is, what's it called? Hold on, I'll look. Is it Chod Squad? Or did I screw up and I'm
Chod.
Or is it Chod Squad? Or is this actually episode 7 of this show? And I just did it entirely wrong.
Chod Squad's probably the space one.
Chod Squad, I think this is supposed to be episode 7, and I did this entirely wrong, unless, hold on. Let's find out. There's an easy way to check this. Guess what, guys? I'm pretty sure this is episode 7 of this show. Not actually episode 6. That's going to be...
Wait, we've done this for 7 weeks?
Apparently.
Jesus, fuck.
Yeah, time's bad, isn't it? That's going to be a pain in my ass to fix.
I need money. I need to get a job.
How the heck... This is going to... Yeah, the uploads are just going to be out of order now. Oops. Oh, well. Do I even have the... Did I download? I'll fix this tonight. I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so I can edit whatever I need to. Except for the things that I should probably do, but am not going to. Okay, so, welcome back, Nikhil. Where we left off. We had actually gotten to a good point. Which is, Mark is an astronaut and his ship gets hit by Ra, and Ra is crazy and old and gives him the Sun Knight powers, whether he wants them or not.
Oh wait, this is gonna throw off the one thing we have written down.
Screw it.
But
screw it.
what if no? What if? Oh, it does say Ra's Phoenix now. Great. But what? What if he's still already the avatar of Khonshu? And that's why Ra's confused? He's just like, you're something. I remember you're something. And then he just smacks him with Fire Stick and gives him firepower.
So he's just both? So he's just both?
So he's just both.
He's just both.
What is a sun if not just a moon on fire?
A couple things.
No, I feel like that's.
What is
I
it?
feel
What
like
is a
that's
moon
most-
if not just a cold sun?
Exactly. You get
Okay, sure. All right. Eclipse night. Oh wait, eclipse night kind of rules. That's got to be a thing. What if I Google that? That's got to be taken by something. I mean, not that that's going to stop me. Elden Ring. And a League of Legends skin. That's where I've heard of it. It's an Aatrox skin. That makes sense. Okay, so yeah, screw it. Eclipse night. So is it just the same? Is Mark's origin just like the same for a bit, and then he gets sunburned later?
I mean, how dumb we want to get with this? Because it could be.
Hold on. I want to answer your question by scrolling back up and just looking at this section here that does say Cable has time travel sex, and that is the first thing under the mutants tab.
Because I came to have fun.
Yeah, and I'm glad.
Anyway,
for that.
Moon Knight. Here's my thing.
Okay.
Moon Knight is an astronaut.
Okay.
He goes to the moon. Gets
Gets the
power.
He
On his way back is drive-by by Ra's chariot. Gets Phoenix.
write it down.
powers.
Write it down. Write it down. I like it. Can we have it be that he dies on the moon? Because that's the same bit. He just dies on the.
I mean, Jean died.
Now
on the moon.
now.
That's all.
Now,
that's all. The
now
thing.
hold on a second. I'm cooking. Hold on. Let me find my visual aid here. Is this? Yeah. So, pop quiz, Nikhil. Whose comic, I guess, did Moon Knight first appear in?
I did actually used to know this. I don't know, Daredevil?
The answer is Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night!
Classic pairing there. What if, while on the moon, Mark Spector gets killed by John Jameson Manwolf, member of his astronaut crew who still finds the werewolf rock on the moon, and then becomes a bad guy?
Love it. Love it.
Also, I just want to point out...
Isn't Jameson a teenager in this world?
It's his dad this time. It's his dad. It's his dad now. It's his dad. Also, I just want to point out to anyone who does not know the deep lore of J. Jonah Jameson's son, yes, I did say he finds the werewolf rock on the moon, and no, that actually wasn't a joke. I say a lot of stupid jokes in this series. That was not one of them. That is what happens.
Can he go to the blue side of the moon, which is not a real thing to my knowledge? Because that's where Jean dies in the Phoenix Saga.
Does Jean die
on the blue side
to Inhuman stuff?
No, this is the first appearance of the blue side of the moon. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, weird.
This is in the 1970s. Is where it's the place that Jean dies.
Huh? I did not know that. But yeah, okay, so I'm fine. So okay, Mark and John Jonah Jameson. I guess the second, because if we're flipping it. Mark and John Jameson are astronaut buddies who go to the moon. John finds is there a name for his werewolf rock? The Godstone, which is not what I would have called it.
His name's not even J. Jonah Jameson anymore.
It's
Johnny Jameson. A 15-year-old child.
This is his dad though. This is his.
No, I know, but they have.
And we blend their origin with Longshot and Shatterstar so that he is actually his own son. But we can get to that later. His astro buddy John Johnny Jameson Sr. John Johnny Jameson Sr. finds the werewolf rock on the moon, which we're not calling the Godstone. Apparently, didn't know this, the wearer of the Godstone becomes the other realm's star god, wielding the absolute power of a god, which is canonically called the God Force. That's a coincidence I wasn't aware of. But that's apparently a thing. Anyway, so he finds a werewolf rock, turns into a werewolf, kills Mark. Mark, maybe Khonshu's temple is on the blue area of the moon, which I need to look up because we keep saying this and I've heard of it and I actually don't know what it is.
The moon, it's a lot of things. It's like where Apocalypse was supposedly based for a while. I think it is in Humans Tide now. It's just a weird, like, ruined society.
It was created by the Skrulls a million years ago as a testing site for the Kree to prove what they could accomplish. Maybe we can have Khonshu's temple be there, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's
okay.
fine. Khonshu just has a nice summer hut.
So Khonshu has a blue area. Mark dies there. And actually, maybe that's where the werewolf rock is too. We can just put all the moon stuff. We can just put all the moon stuff there. And then... yeah, okay, so Khonshu empowers Mark. First arc of the Moon Knight series, all on the moon. And it's Mark and this werewolf fighting each other in Moontown. He eats Mark. Yeah. Hold on. Let me add. Rest in peace. Don't worry, he'll be fine. Khonshu empowers and revives Mark. Okay. Not sure why you put a parentheses at the end of that.
Wait, can I make one change?
No. We're not allowed to change anything that we write on this show.
I think I'm going.
Just gonna blatantly go against the rules I've established? That's cool, whatever. Khonshu is the god of Inhumans. No. No. What if Khonshu was imprisoned in a trash can on the moon 10,000 years ago? I'm liking that. I'm liking that energy. Alright, let's see. Has anything changed? I was looking at chat, and I don't think anything's actually changed here, except for the fact that you did change it to be spelled with a K instead of a C.
It's gonna make my typing this a lot easier.
Did you just do that because you were messing it up?
Why is his name spelled with a C? That's not how anyone spells Mark.
Is it? I feel like if it was short for Marcus, I would know, right? There's no way that it's short for Marcus. I feel like that would make sense, but there's no way that I have not heard that. Yeah, it's just Mark. I feel like that would be why someone spells Mark with a C, is if their name is Marcus. But, like, that's not what Moon Knight does. Oh, well. So, Khonshu empowers and revives Mark... I got it. We got it. Did you catch that?
I did.
All right.
It's fantastic.
All right. Marcus Pector.
Oh, this is like the ultimate nullifier.
Yeah, I know. I know.
What's the fun? Everything's okay.
All right. Marcus Pector is an astronaut. And he goes to the moon. Hold on. Someone says you guys are ill, and to you, the Man Podco, I have never in my life on the internet claimed to be mentally stable in any capacity. I am very unwell, and this is just one aspect that makes me money. So, okay, Marcus the Arcus Pector. No, it can't be the Arcus because it has to be. We have to get rid of the nickname so that the name blends. It has to be Marcus. It can't be a thing in there. It just has to be Marcus Pector. Marcus Pector, then we tie it back in to the beginning of the episode with Vision Arcus. Which that feels scripted. That feels scripted. How did we actually, just by total coincidence, bring this back around to Arcus Vision?
Pector Arcus the Third.
Oh my god. This is... okay. Marcus Pector Arcus The second. So wait, I'm sorry. So Marcus Pector Arcus the third. Okay. I haven't eaten any food today. I think that might be explaining why I'm like this today. I wasn't here for the start. What the fuck is Arcus Vision? Google it. I could explain it again, but we have things to do. Google it. Okay. So Marcus Pector Arcus the third gets revived by Khonshu. Khonshu flies home, as Nikhil just typed in. Wait, Khonshu flies home? No, Marcus flies home.
Marcus Pector Arcus the third flies home.
Just
hit by a drive-by by Ra.
Just Control F replace. No. If you expect... Look, I said at the beginning of this episode, like, originally this was going to be relatively serious, and it has devolved into surprisingly half-decent comedy, and that's what the series is now, because people are still watching. More people are watching now.
Basically, all I do is surprise half-good comedy.
Yeah.
That's my whole channel.
This is now Matt and Nikhil's... I mean, it's the Funtime universe, but what it actually is Matt and Nikhil doing a, like, kind of mid-tier quality Marvel comedy podcast. That's
Matt and Nikhil read Marvel Wiki.
Matt and Nikhil read Marvel Wiki and then
podcast.
Change the names into things that sound funny. That's the new name of the show. Is that
Marcus Arcus?
It's not. No, it's Marcus Pector. You buffoon.
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
That is all this. Hold on, Nikhil, really quick. There are 60 people watching this, watching us read wiki pages and then change the names into something funny.
I tried to work saying Peter, Petey, Parker, Parky into a video so many times, and I could never get it because I speak so much faster. And
yeah, if you say that fast, that's not good. Matt and Nikhil riff for 3 hours. I mean, yeah, it's also that. It can be both. Okay, so, so hold on.
I feel like also we should.
Huh?
I was gonna say we shouldn't have Ra misunderstand so much as just play into the fact that Ra is like an old man and he just hit a guy, and so he's just like gets the fuck out of there.
Well, no, but he needs he doesn't get powers by getting hit with a chariot.
Why not? The Phoenix got powers by getting hit with a flare. It's the same thing.
It's close enough to the same thing. So first arc is just Marcus versus. What do we want to call? I mean, Man Wolf is already a pretty bad name. Moon Wolf. Don't know. Yeah, there we go. Marcus versus Moon Wolf in the blue area of the moon. He beats Moon Wolf by night. And then he goes home and then he gets hit by Ra. Ra gives him the sun powers and now he's Eclipse Knight. Now he's Eclipse Knight. And he goes back to Earth. And what is he doing on Earth? What are some iconic Moon Knight villains that we could have Marcus Pector Arcus III go up against? Do we want to do Bushman or do we want to not do Bushman?
Wait, can I get him to just have gotten the powers from being hit by the chariot?
Yeah, sure, whatever. No one's gonna see this except for the people that are watching. 8 Ball? Okay, everyone's saying 8 Ball, and I should have expected 8 Ball. The villain from the Moon Knight show. What if... Wait, this would be, like, very funny.
The villain from the... Like, Ameth?
Yeah.
Like, actually... Is it Ameth? Yeah. Actually appears in a Cable comic.
No,
Egyptian god.
Not... I'm blanking on the name. Not Ameth. That's the not Egypt's Araco Island. That's basically...
Yeah. Whatever the combat lady is.
Amit. So similar.
Amit. She appears in a Cable comic.
I think people.
It all goes back to Cable.
I think people were referring to Harrow, and I do think it would be funny, really, just for like me specifically, and maybe like Luna. If I don't know if Saint's here, but like, if man, Saint's probably so sad at what this series became. But I think it would be very funny if we just took Harrow's actual comic lore and made it something. Because do you know Harrow's comic lore? Nikhil?
Isn't he like in one?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Arthur Harrow, I'm going to read you his whole thing, because I'm sure it's not long. It's actually way longer than I thought it was. But yeah, he was just like... He was an evil scientist that Mark beats up like once, and then he just like leaves. And the last thing that happens is he was ensured that his experiments would continue in Paraguay. And then he never shows up again. So I guess he's just doing experiments in Paraguay.
Good. He found his calling.
Wait, hang on. Am I... That's not... Ethan Hunt.
Someone just wrote Ethan Hunt in the thing.
I'm assuming they meant Ethan Hawke.
But imagine if it's Ethan Hunt. Ethan Hunt's the guy from Mission Impossible, right?
Is Ethan Hunt the guy? I've never seen the Mission Impossible movies.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's who Tom Cruise plays in Mission Impossible.
So we're becoming even worse. Even worse. We've gotten to things. Oh God, Stained Glass Scarlet works here. Sure. Phoenix says hippopotamus. And I'm not sure what happened at the end there. Black Spectre, but with actual powers. Sleepwalker as a villain. Fights Ethan Hawke Hunt for pretending to speak Mandarin. Let's not leave that one in. The temptation I felt to just put a C in there. Elaborate. Go on.
That'll be the end. That's how.
That's how the series dies. Is when I delete this from my YouTube channel and never do it on Twitch again. That's that. I am the final boss of the Funtime universe when I get tired of our own shenanigans and decide to nuke it from orbit. Wait, it is Ethan Hawke. I'm stupid. I haven't even seen a Mission Impossible movie. What's that what my brain went to? His brother Randall Spector. What if I just Google Moon Knight villains? Am I gonna get a bad Comic Vine article? I bet I will. Moon Knight villains. CBR.
You know what they say?
Oh, there's Comic Vine.
You know what they say about You know what they say about Comic Vine? They sure can rank characters.
Enemies number 1. Oh, these are alphabetical. They're not ranked by priority. Agony, Ammit, Anarchy,
Agony,
Apocalypse. I don't know when they've fought.
I was gonna have they interacted because they should.
They're both Egyptian guys, but like, I actually cannot think of a time that they have interacted. At least not in like any, because Apocalypse is like, he's relatively recent. Like he's from like the 90s. Am I?
Apocalypse? He's from 86.
86. Okay, I was close. So yeah, I don't think they would have.
How old is Moon Knight?
Moon Knight is older, but I think Moon Knight's a little older. Let me look. Moon Knight Volume 2 is
1975. That's
yeah. He didn't get his own series for a little bit afterwards, but yeah, he's older than you for having the reputation of like 90s character. He's been around for way longer. Yeah, no, that would make a lot of sense that they would interact, but I don't think they have. There's a guy just named Ark. He's a member of a group called the Hellbent, which I've never heard of. What is the Hellbent? The Hellbent are the result of the... Oh, these are from a Moon Knight thing in the 90s. How have I not heard of these guys? The Hellbent are the result of the intermingling of the remains of elder races with early man during prehistory. Which weirdly kind of fits into our lore.
Does this man have enemies? Why is this so hard to find?
Moon Knight actually doesn't have a ton of iconic villains. He really doesn't. He's got Bushman, and like, if you want to go deep into like niche villains, I guess like Stained Glass Scarlet, kind of. And then, like, kind of Midnight Man, but he interacts with...
Every single list is listed Bullseye, which I find hilarious.
Moon Knight is very much the type of character who's... like, when I call him a Ghostbuster in the new series, like, that is kind of his vibe. Like, Moon Knight is not a superhero in the sense of like, I fight this set of rogues. Moon Knight is the guy that you call when shit is getting weird. And so he just has a bunch of, like, he fights a lot of weird random monsters and nonsense and supernatural entities because, like, that is his thing. He's like, when things get weird, he shows up to help.
You know what we could do? I've noticed that this is like a character's name.
Really quick thing, because Archie just pointed out in chat. Apocalypse might be on Comic Vine because Oscar Isaac played both of them, and someone just falsely connected them when they were making the Comic Vine article.
Oh, man.
That actually is very viable. Anyway, continue.
What we could do... Apparently this is already a character's name. But another X-Men Egyptian guy is Shadow King. And he is supposed to be the alternate of the Phoenix.
Really? I did not know he was supposed to be the Phoenix.
That was the original idea for him.
Okay, so it's not the case as it's
much like the Phoenix now. It's all changed. But he was supposed to be Mega Phoenix.
Okay, we're getting back into good things, and then I'm sure we'll delete it again. But I'm down for Shadow King. Shadow King multiverse. What? Is he a multiverse guy?
Yeah, it's like the Phoenix. It's an omniverse.
I actually
don't fuck with
did
Shadow
not know
King.
that. Allegedly a multiversal manifest. I sent you like the mini of Shadow King that Crisis Protocol is doing, right? Did his stats get revealed? This is a tangent, but for those who don't know, there's a Marvel miniatures game called Crisis Protocol, which kind of used to be fun, and now the company that makes it is sort of going off the rails a little bit, but they made a Shadow King figure, which is kind of cool. But let's see. He's just a bad psychic entity that does stuff. Yep. Shadow King is a telepath of a very high order, to the point that he has been stated to be a true Omega telepath. Nikhil, comments on that?
For a long time, people thought Amal Farouk was the Shadow King, and it's a confusing mess. What is and is not the Shadow King, but for this purpose, we could definitely just do him as a sort of Phoenixy bit.
Yeah, okay. So the Shadow King himself does not have any ties to Egypt beyond just being usually bound to Amal Farouk. Yeah.
Yeah, just living at Amal Farouk for like several hundred years for some reason.
Amal Farouk, who is basically Kingpin with a fez.
Well, apparently he's a real person. I learned this just recently. But his entire design, including the fez and everything, is just based off some guy.
This
also named Farouk. Like
history lesson time. Someone didn't Matt make up a multiversal anti-Phoenix force for Canon Clash and say that Shadow King was implied to host it in 616? I did not. That was Nikhil. Resembles King Farouk the First of Egypt. Are we gonna have to put it with apologies to a real person again? You Google Farouk and you get Farouk
No, he's
Systems.
a terrible person.
There's a guy named Farouk Shami who's an American businessman.
Matt, I'll send you the picture.
Oh,
now.
I already found it.
Oh.
Farouk of Egypt. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is the same guy with a mustache. That is. Dang, I'm amazed that they got away with that. Though I guess from these pictures, this was probably before.
It was in 1920.
Oh, okay.
Or 1936.
That's how they got away with it. Also, someone says that they designated this a universe number. This has a universe number, and it is 3217 because Nikhil said it one time, and so I wrote it down.
I did.
Hold on. Quick little note. He was the 10th ruler of Egypt from the Muhammad Ali dynasty. Gonna assume probably not that one. And the penultimate king of Egypt and the Sudan. His full title was His Majesty Farouk I, by the grace of God, King of Egypt and the Sudan. And he was known for his extravagant playboy lifestyle. All right. And now he's the Shadow King, I guess.
Now he's the Shadow King.
Okay, this is actually pretty good. He got a portrait of himself done in 1929. So there's just kind of this sort of like a little bit sassy kid version of the King of Egypt. Look at it. Look at that pose. Look at that expression. This is a kid who knows he's incredibly rich. And he kept the fez. Was he?
Yeah, the fez was his thing.
Yeah. Was he evil? The real guy?
I don't believe that he's well reviewed.
While initially popular, this is according to Wikipedia. While initially popular, his reputation eroded due to the corruption and incompetence of his government. So I don't know how active he was in being awful. And this is like a really long Wikipedia article just about the history of Egypt, which I'm not going to read right now. But it doesn't seem like he was...
they did. This wasn't.
No, he was a dick.
They based the Shadow King on him. I can't imagine he was great.
I was skimming through this article, just trying to like see if I could find anything interesting, and this is a wild sentence. Increasingly, demands were being made that the king should engage in social reforms instead of theatrical gestures like handing out gold coins during royal visits.
I mean, I would take one.
I mean, yeah, so he was just a king who was like, I'm not going to fix the water sanitation, but I'll give you a single golden coin from my royal hand. Yeah, awful. Bad guy. Alright, so, gets Phoenix powers. Comes back to, why is it bold? Why is it bold again? I hit enter from...
Oh no, it's because we copied and pasted, so like we never actually fixed it.
No, I thought I hit enter from the bullet points, which should continue, but I misclicked. Comes back to Earth. So how does Shadow King play into this? I like the idea of Shadow King being the guy. How does Shadow King actually get brought into this mess? Also, someone didn't explain badly for Moon Man, which
is that like a Moon Boy but grown up? Because that'd be kind of lit.
Really don't know.
Is it Moon Boy but grown up?
It is not, and it's a really good costume. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reveal this costume. I gotta reveal this costume like a very specific way, I think, and my janky ass setup does not want me to do this. All right. Hold on. How are we gonna? There we go. Okay, so you ready for Moon Man's costume, Nikhil?
I've seen it. I gotta go check it.
You've seen it? All right. Well, chat gets to see. All right. Now this is a guy from like the 40s, right? Where is it? Hold on. I didn't do it right. I forgot that the positioning of my images changes when it changes when I drag it over to my other monitor. There we go. Okay. Here we go. All right.
Moon Man. He's the man from the moon. He looks like Havoc, but he's stupid. Or
it's so.
Gimp Havoc.
So far, not horrible, right? It's not great, but he's got the moon, he's got the mask, he's got the cape, and he does not have any pants.
Wait, you should show the top one.
No, I want to show the stupid one, the original. Why would Nikhil? What about the tone of this series makes you think I would show the good one and not the dumb one? Look at this. Look at this lack of pants. If you want to see his slightly better one, it's basically just the same but palette swapped, and he has pants now. But yeah, I think I've explained it badly enough. So, Shadow King. How is Shadow King getting involved with Marcus Pector? I'm looking through his wiki page here. I'm trying to find anything that would be helpful. You know what's an idea? It's not a good idea, but I feel like we could tie Psylocke into this, because you can do some really stupid stuff with Psylocke and DID themes and her getting body swapped with Betsy Braddock for like an extended period of time,
like 30 years.
Yeah.
That just stopped.
Shout out!
I was killed in like 2016.
Shout out to Marvel for doing the same body swap storyline that everything does inevitably, because it's such a trope, but just keeping it for 30 years.
Well, do you know why? It's because
I don't actually. There's a good reason. No,
it's because Claremont left. Claremont did it and intended for it to be a temporary thing, but then one, Ninja Psylocke was so popular, and two, he left. And people were just like, I guess this is Psylocke, and they just kept it.
That's Okay, that tracks.
And then
that sounds
by the
right.
time people got to fixing it, she was too fucking popular. She was like the most popular Asian character at Marvel or something.
Asian.
And so they
Asian.
couldn't. Yeah, exactly. But they couldn't do it. Like they just fucked themselves so bad. I'm glad that Psylocke is an actual separate character now.
Yeah, no, like Psylocke and Betsy Braddock are both interesting enough characters on their own, not swapped. So do we want to bring that into this? Because I don't. Here's the thing. I don't know enough about Shadow King to do Shadow King.
There's nothing to know. Shadow King is just he's evil and he lives inside your brain and he's like, hey, I'm an evil man and now you're an evil man and then you're like, yeah, let's talk. I don't even know what Shadow King's after.
Let's find out.
I genuinely don't know. I feel like
he is a multiversal manifestation of the dark side of the human consciousness, spawned by the first nightmare. That's an edgy sentence. When the mutant Amal Farouk's power developed, he psychically controlled those around him, feeding on the shadows in their souls and secretly merging with the Shadow King. So yeah, I guess is just bad.
He's just evil. It's the same way, like I said, because it was supposed to be that Phoenix is like life and happiness and blah blah blah, and then Shadow King is just like death and sadness and also like eating, which is weird.
And
like
death,
he's glutton,
sadness, and eating. Well, you actually look at his power.
Gluttony as well. It was something that does not age well. But when he like took over a host, they would get like as big as Amal Farouk because they just kept eating, which is unfortunate.
That's something. I don't love that. Let's not bring that in. I thought for like 2 seconds that we could bring that in. I don't want to do that. What the
I don't think we should.
heck is this? I was clicking through wiki things and I found one of the worst mutants. This is a tangent again, but since when does tangents ever... Nikhil, are you familiar with a Morlock by the name of Bliss?
Is that beeping my end or yours?
No, that's mine. Sorry, that's one of my machines.
What is that?
No, that's mine. There's an annoying thing on this where it's like, after you change it, it's like, make sure everything is working properly, and it does that 3 hours after you change the machine. You cannot turn it off. It'll always do. It's very annoying. Anyway, have you heard of Bliss?
Yes.
Thoughts?
Love it.
Love this character? Love this thing? Love this... Love this concept that I'm looking at right now and not enjoying having on my screen. I want everyone to think, everyone in chat, pay attention to the fact that Nikhil just went on record and said that he loved this.
Look at her tongue.
She's got a smaller face on her tongue. It's like if a xenomorph was a human woman.
It reminds me of, did you ever watch Fairly Odd Parents? And the guy had like the boil that spoke.
No, actually.
That's what this reminds me of.
Parents. How long do you think I can leave this on the screen before we lose all our viewers?
You'll gain viewers.
Let's find out. All right, it's at 59 right now. When the number changes, I will take this off the screen. So this is bad. Do we want to make Shadow King more interesting as we do things? The number went up. God damn it. Bye. Okay. Everyone's saying that is hot. All right. More power to... I'm not going to judge, I guess. Everyone has bad taste. Everyone. Myself included.
Everyone has bad taste.
Everyone has bad taste.
Fun fact, apparently she first appears 5 issues before Gambit.
Oh, so she's more of a classic Marvel character than Gambit. That's
true.
Fascinating. That's fascinating.
How many? She's been 24 books. Almost as much as whoever it was that we looked at the beginning of that, Jimmy Jupiter.
Just as I leave for 10 fucking minutes and I come back to this, you're all going to hell. Jerry, you know I personally am not stable. I'm not simping for Bliss unstable, but, none of us are okay. So, Shadow King. We need to get this back on topic.
King should just be like, this guy's... Like, he just wants to also get in there, is what I'm thinking. Like, maybe this is the play on DID. instead of...
That's actually interesting. He wants into Mark's brain so that he can get the powers.
Because he got all the powers. Now.
Okay,
yeah,
all right. You know what?
Overpowered.
We brought this back in. We brought this back in the line. Comes back to Earth. Shadow King. Is it still Amal Farouk or someone else? It doesn't really matter.
Well, I think
this purpose.
This should be just like Shadow King, like the concept.
Into Marcus's
Who's
powered
Who's
brain.
the president of Egypt right now? We don't need to use the one from the 20s.
We are entering a hotbed of political takes on episode 6, actually 7 of Funtime Universe.
I don't know anything about this man. Who's a popular Egyptian?
Once again, I feel like this is getting into very bad.
Hold on, I just need to find like a celebrity that's Egyptian. It's gonna be fine. Oh my god, they're all dead.
Okay, I googled Egyptian celebrities, and Rami Malek. That's the first one that comes up that's not dead.
Oh my god, what if it is just Rami Malek? It's the Shadow King has possessed Rami Malek and is now trying to possess Mark.
Episode 7 with apologies to Rami Malek. No, he'd probably think we're not being mean.
Just with
That's
apologies
cool. We're making him a cool
Egypt.
I like Rami Malek. He's a good actor. We're gonna make him a cool supervillain, and we're gonna give him an acting job.
Now he's the Shadow King. He was an Oppenheimer for 2 seconds.
I know he was a bad guy in James Bond, so he could probably be a bad guy in Eclipse Night.
In real life.
In real actual life. Conspiracy theory. Rami Malek is possessed by the Shadow King in real actual life.
It's an omniversal thing.
It's an omniversal thing, and it's a problem. Okay, let's see. I mean, if you want to write it, you're going to have to write it down so I'm not legally liable. But if you want to write it down, go ahead. Is Randall Spector going to exist in any of his whole stuff? If we feel like it. If we feel like it. With apologies to King Farouk the First. Now, he's dead and seemed awful, so no apologies.
With no apologies.
That would be funny if it was with apologies to Jessica Tish, with no apologies to King Farouk the First. Alright. I believe it. Have you seen... No, we're not going to be mean to Rami Malek. Egg Witch. We're being nice to him. We are making Rami Malek... Did you just write Orphenheimer intentionally, or was that a typo?
I did.
Okay. Is that a reference I don't get, or did you just...
No, that's just something I wrote. I don't know why.
I'm amazed that people still watch this stupid show. Okay. Shadow King's current host is... Oh my god. We brought it back in again, Nikhil. We brought it back in again.
Yeah?
Because what is Stephen Grant's job in the comics? Motherfucking movie producer. I can't believe... See, this is why we're the perfect people to do this stupidness, is because collectively we know enough about Marvel to take our bad ideas and synthesize them into something real. Okay, so Marcus goes to Hollywood in the... Are we going to change this one's name, or is this one going to be the same?
What are we doing? What do you mean?
Changing Stephen Grant's name to something funny. It's the one thing we do on this show. What do we want to do?
I'm glad you've now fully embraced this. I
have. It took me a while to get there, but I fully embraced it. And again, people still watch, so I don't care.
I can't think of a fun way to say Stephen Grant.
Grant Stevens.
Really?
No, someone else said it right as I said. Steve Gates. What? Steve Gates? Where did you get that, Luna? Okay. In the... Nope. No. Killing that one before it gets finished. Grant Stevens. Ah! Grant Stevens. I'll just say persona. I know that's not the the technical term, but I don't care. In this, no, Grant U. Stevens, and he's. We were at something good for 30 seconds, and it's gone again.
Wait, Grant U. Stevens was hilarious, though.
Was it, Nikhil? I don't think it was. I think our bar for hilarious has been lowered severely.
No. Grant U. Stevens is so
Why? Explain my joke, please.
You know why. Everyone knows why. I don't know why you were so against doing it more. Wait, like...
Okay, fine. Grant U. Stevens.
Wait. Someone's pointed out something very true. We can't be wrong. There we go.
No, but now it's not a joke anymore. Now it's not. No, it's not the.
Now it's like a layered joke.
No, it's just less. It's just less of a joke. Now it's just a sentence. His name is just a phrase, a sentence fragment. It has to be this, so that at the very least, what's Ulysses? What does the S in Ulysses S. Grant stand for?
Nothing. He made it up. I'm pretty sure.
Given the context of this series, I have no idea if that's true.
I don't know. One of the facts is...
Okay, hold on. Ulysses S. Grant, 18th U.S. President. He was a president? I genuinely didn't know he was a president.
You didn't know he was a president?
No, I did. I thought he was just the general. I genuinely had no idea this man was a president. I don't know about American history or care about American history.
This is bonkers.
I had genuinely no idea that this guy was president of the United States. Hiram Ulysses Grant.
Yeah, so Ulysses was already his middle name, and so when they came to him, they asked him to make a middle initial for some reason, and so he just picked S.
Ulysses S. Grant come from? I googled verbatim, where did the S in Ulysses S. Grant come from? And the result that Google gave me was Point Pleasant, Ohio, which is where he was born. So I guess, sure, but that's not exactly what I wanted, Google.
Oh, okay, so apparently it comes from Ulysses Simpson Grant, because Simpson was his mother's maiden name.
Oh.
And it was a mistake on a form for West Point when he went there.
Okay.
And it just apparently stuck forever.
And it just stuck, and then he became president, which I have always... Who can name all the presidents? Who cares?
You should be able to know the important presidents, Matthew.
I knew he was a guy in the Civil War. I didn't know that he was president. Is he famous for his president stuff or for his Civil War general stuff?
He's famous for both things.
What did he do as president, Nikhil?
A lot of scandal. He was like famous for being a shitty president. He got drunk a lot.
That was not what I was expecting.
There was a rumor that I don't think this is actually true, but it's a common myth that the term lobbying comes from the fact he would go to a lobby in a nearby hotel to drink because his wife didn't let him drink at the White House, and that's when people would approach him to push for shit, and that's where lobbying comes from.
That's really funny.
I don't believe that's actually true, but it is.
But it's good. It's good. It's funny. I do enjoy that. Amy says Matthew's a business boy, not a history boy.
I am also a business major. For the record.
And I am an idiot who knows too much lore. That is the one thing I am at this point. Not America lore, though. I don't care. Look, if you go to like all my social media bios on stuff other than TikTok, it says I know more about fictional universes than the real world, and I'm okay with that. That is what I have on everything, and it's very true. I don't care. It's fine. I've learned something new and practical today. So Marcus goes to Hollywood in the Grant. What movie is he making? We need to have him, because it is a bit in a Moon Knight comic that like they're making a Moon Knight movie, and this is long before the show, and there's a joke of like no one's gonna care about this, and someone says like, well, they liked Ant-Man. So okay, so who does Rami Malek's Shadow King play in the Dazzler movie? Layers on layers of meta in this.
Okay, but Dazzler the movie is a thing.
In the comics?
It's not a movie. It's a comic called Dazzler the Movie. It's the most confusing
I've
thing.
never heard of this. Hold on. God, I left Bliss's thing open. Dazzler the Movie. I really hate that I just Googled it and it says Dazzler the Movie novel.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
like
pretty...
the stupidest title you could
This
ever
is
make.
a horrible poster, too. I'm just going to say it. God, stupid.
Oh my god.
Amazon.
Actually, no, it's hilarious now because it's like floating heads.
Yeah.
That's like what the movie poster would look like these days. That's actually amazing.
Yeah, it's blurrier floating heads. Like this... If you... Actually, we have people that can do art here. Someone make an edit of this, like, in the style of an actual Marvel movie today. Like, put Taylor Swift as Dazzler. That would be kind of funny.
So she's approached by Eric Beale, the owner of Beale Productions. That is the first thing that is said in this wiki for the synopsis. So I'm going to Google Eric Beale now.
Wait, where are you even looking at this?
I just looked at the synopsis and took the first sentence.
I don't even find... Okay, hold on.
Oh, no, but that's the production guy. So that would actually be Steven. I needed to know who the
who the lead in the actual... Where did you find... Oh, these are those Marvel graphic novels. I remember we went down a... I don't know if you were there for this, but I went down a huge rabbit hole of these. These things are wild. Okay. Oh, this is a long synopsis.
It's not telling me what the movie is. It's telling me what the plot of the book about the movie is.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this is actually... I don't think there's a movie.
No, it's her making a movie, because the first sentence says that she's approached by a movie producer.
And then the next sentence is that she declines his offer.
Good point.
Yeah, I think she becomes a singer.
No, but
Is this canon? Because it says the story is continued in Dazzler 35.
This is part of Dazzler's whole thing. Dazzler started out because they intended for her to be a multimedia thing, like movies, songs, comics. So she started out with like a lot. She had her own solo series that went on for forever. She had this. She had Beauty and the Beast, which was her and Beast, and like a rom-com comic.
Huh.
You can play Beast.
Okay. I mean, I'm looking at characters who are first appeared in this. We could have Rami Malek play Mr. Witwicky, who is the owner of the Los Angeles Health and Racquet Club. Or Ronald Reagan.
Now, hold on.
No.
I don't know.
Okay, who's Roman Nikobo? Nikobo, probably.
My name's actually Nikhil.
Okay. This is probably actually like the guy that being serious for a second. He's a famed musician, world-renowned celebrity, became involved in the life of Alison Blair, and is kind of the one who like leads her down like a darker path of excess and stuff. So if we're being genuine, this is probably who Rami Malek would play. Sure. Because it's also, like that's like the male lead.
Someone said Marvel did a Family Guy Star Wars for Beauty and the Beast. I want to go ahead and say no. It's just a book called Beauty and the Beast because Dazzler is beautiful and Beast's name is Beast. Also, and that's a title you can have.
Marvel did a Family Guy Star Wars for Beauty and the Beast. Hurts me as a sentence.
I understood it immediately.
I understand it. I just don't like it. I just don't. Is it what? But is it just parody? I don't know what the difference.
I think it's the idea is that Family Guy Star Wars was Star Wars, but they inserted the Family Guy cast into the roles. So Marvel doing that for Beauty and the Beast, interjecting the Marvel characters into the story of Beauty and the Beast, which is not what they did. Which is my point.
Okay, so Rami Malek... Hold on, let me write this down. Rami Malek plays... Whoops, I accidentally unmuted my own stream. Rami... That's... God, I cannot click on anything. Malek plays Roman Nikobo, I guess. I don't know how that's pronounced.
Nikhil.
Roman Nikhil. plays...
It's me... But if I actually thought about the Roman Empire, like everyone apparently does.
It's you, but from the bit of Rome that's in Brazil in Marvel.
Oh, Roma Nova?
Yeah.
Nova Roma. Actually, I got it backwards.
Roma? Wait, can we make Black Widow from there because her name is just that but backwards?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that.
She's not Russian anymore.
We'll do that later. Okay.
Wait, no, hold on. Actually, though, doing Roma Nova, like instead of Nova Roma, and it's not Rome, it's for some reason like ancient Russia colonized in Latin America.
What does Roma Nova mean in Russian, though? Because Nova generally means like new in most
It's just a play on Rome.
languages.
It's just a play on Romanov. It's fine.
It's okay, but then in that case, what does Romanov mean? I mean, I know it's a name, but like, does it have a? I don't know. Someone Google it. So we've kind of done the bit here now. This is second arc is Eclipse Knight doing the movie and also fighting Rami Malek Shadow King. Probably just fighting Shadow King, and like the twist is like Shadow King is actually the star of the movie, right? And is Dazzler just Dazzler? Because Dazzler's established in this.
Oh, wait, what the fuck is Dazzler in this?
Brotherhood of Sexy
Is she
Mutants.
part of the evil team?
Brotherhood of Sexy Mutants.
So just two bad people.
Yeah, she's just a pretentious singer who, you know, has a private jet and flies around everywhere and puts out a ton of emissions and has concerts that are too overhyped.
Absolutely love it.
Okay, so Dazzler plays Dazzler.
Dazzler plays Taylor Swift in the great
Dazzler plays Taylor Swift in Dazzler the movie. And then, yeah, so the arc is Marcus as Eclipse Knight fighting Shadow King. Twist is that Shadow King's the star of the movie. The funny thing about this is, like, for all the nonsense that we've been doing when we format this, I feel like there is genuinely a way to make this, like, good. Like, the bones of a good series are actually here. Like, this, for all the bits we've been doing,
written well,
make the names not what we've been making them.
No, keep the names. What are you talking about?
Okay. But it could be good. The point is it could be good. Twisted Shadow King is the star of the movie. Alright, cool. About notable scientist or where does the Heimer part come from?
It's the name of the town that he's from.
Okay, now hold on, everybody. Nikhil has just dropped in a wild piece of lore, which is that Orphan Maker is a scientist from a town. Okay, hold on. Is this a real? There's
a town named Heimer.
If I just Google Heimer, it includes results, including results for Heimerdinger from League of Legends, which is a wild jump to make. Google search only for Heimer. If I just Google Heimer town.
I don't think Heimer, because it's like a suffix. I don't.
Weidheimer is a mining town in Morocco.
Oh, well, he's not from the place that I assumed. Heimer
And the second result is towns and cities near Heimer. Heimer, Germany? What? Hold on.
I assumed it's a German word. So why wouldn't it be?
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know why this didn't come up first. There is a town called Heimer in Germany. It is just north of Wolfskull.
Okay, so Orphan Maker is clearly from Wolfskull.
Just north of Wolfskull might be the episode title. It's Oh, it is just west of Dusseldorf. That is the actual answer. It's like it is about 10 miles west of Dusseldorf. There you go.
Great.
What does an orphan maker even do? Isn't it the bit that nobody knows what he does?
Just,
People
no one knows his mutant power. It's just so dangerous that he can't be outside that suit for long.
Yeah, people used to ask me to talk about him a lot because he's the type of character that edgy 12-year-olds hear about and are like, I want to hear about Orphan Maker. His suit's cool.
Then you should tell them about Orphan Maker, because Orphan Maker is not for edgy 12-year-olds. Orphan Maker is an edgy 12-year-old.
Yeah. Well, but it's the genre of people that only cares about strong. If the character has powers that are strong, they like him, and so.
I mean, I don't know. My running theory for a long time was that he was the kid from the Ultimate comic where Wolverine has to kill that kid because he's like walks around and kills everyone.
That could be interesting.
It's not the case. He's like got some sort of gas situation. We see it in Hellions, but I thought that was a fun thing for him to be.
Wait, it's a gas thing? His armor being breached by the Marauders caused him to start spewing an unidentified caustic liquid that melted someone's face.
Which was the first time that it ever happened. I'm really curious how many times in the past Orphan Maker's taken off that outfit, because I feel like he's been pierced before and there's been no liquid. But
someone just pierced it in the tube. What about? Wait, do we want to? Okay. So is the egg involved in this?
Yeah, Nanny's his nanny.
Okay. Is the egg involved in...
It's a historical biopic. We don't need to dive into this.
Okay, so this was like something that happened...
This was a long time ago.
Before... Okay, so he was just like... So people... Okay, I got it. People just didn't know he was a mutant. They just thought he had like a gross disease.
Yeah,
okay.
He built his suit. It's fine. He's a scientist now.
All right, cool. And Eleanor Murch. Is Eleanor Murch still in an egg?
Yeah, Eleanor Murch is always in an egg. Apparently, if I remember correctly, it's like it was like a thing. Like her ex-husband like bonded her into it as like a part of abuse.
An evil organization literally called the Right, which I think we've discussed before. Yeah.
The Right.
When she learned their anti-mutant agenda, she tried to stop them. As she failed and was captured, they sealed her in an egg-shaped armored suit. And it made her go crazy. And now she's an egg with lips.
Yeah, she changes the egg now, which doesn't make a ton of sense, but whatever.
Look at this egg. When I said egg, I meant it as literally as possible for anyone who did not know who this lady was.
Nanny the Orphan Maker are also the bad guys in Gambit's first appearances. Because they're hunting Lil Ro, and I love them so much.
I don't think I've actually read anything with them in it. I need to read Hellions, but I haven't yet. Because
Hellions, amazing.
Because they're also sinister, and that's good.
They're in the, he's not good. The thing.
He's not good at Hellions?
I mean, he's good, like, it's a fun book. He's an evil man.
No. I mean, yeah. Well written. I should say fun. Like well written, fun, sinister. Yeah.
All of Krakoa has had. You should read Immortal X-Men for that.
I really do need to figure out how I'm going to catch up on Krakoa, but it's going to take so long.
I have a giant fucking list if you want to look at it.
Sure, I will look at it.
Look at my link tree. It's all there.
You put it in your link tree? Okay, sweet.
It's completely chronologically in order. It's great.
I actually will 100% do that after this.
It took me a month to make it.
Dang. Okay, so we have some time left in this that we can do more things with. What do we want to do next? I feel like we've done a good amount for Marcus Pector, and historically, if we spend too long on one bit, it becomes not funny anymore, and we run out of power. So are we continuing with Orphan Maker?
I think that's a thing.
What if I just did something really stupid and Googled random Marvel character generator, and then we just put them in? Random Marvel Comics characters. Is this going to be like just the big ones, or is this going to give me weird ones?
Ditman has been asking for Captain Britain's Diltman this whole time, and I'm not saying we have to do that, but Captain Britain Otherworld, all that.
I
shit,
did
but
roll
the
Corsair
sphere we've never
immediately
touched.
on this entire.
Corsair?
Yeah, on this entire random generator, I got Corsair almost instantly.
Well, can we go back to talking about what Chod's doing? Because we sort of dropped him.
Sure.
And I feel like we should bring him
Sure,
back
here,
up.
here.
What's the Chodster doing?
Okay,
these days?
my challenge to you is I'm gonna roll on this random generator, and I'm gonna put it on the screen so that you know it's authentic. I've been clicking it. I don't know why this is the picture of Quicksilver they used. I'm gonna roll on this, and this is who we have to tie into Chod's next arc. Are you ready?
Are we counting Corsair or are we starting over?
We can count Corsair. We can put other people in, but this is someone we have to integrate.
We'll start over. Roll me 3.
Roll
and
3?
We'll make a Chod
Roll
story.
3? I can put in 3. Alright. Oh my god.
I can't see it yet.
I'll wait.
Oh. This is how we win, bitches.
This is proof. This is fully random. This is random. It has so many characters. You saw me click it on live.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I gotta make a note of this. So Chod story.
It was Chod, Invisible Woman, who in our thing has the different powers. I don't remember what.
And Lockheed.
Yeah.
Who is an alien. So like that actually lines up better than anything else.
Yeah, and Invisible Woman goes to space, so she has space connections.
Yeah, Invisible Woman's in space. So the only one that doesn't make sense is Gambit. All right.
Well, Invisible Woman is what's her? She has a different name. Oh, because she's ironclad now. She's the metal. She's in our universe. She has the metal powers. Susan Storm is Iron Lad. But okay, so where we last left the Fantastic Four off, they were on Earth. So does she somehow take Gambit to space?
Hold on. Where are all these characters? Because Gambit
is dead. So we need to fix that.
We killed him. All right. You know what?
Maybe that's the episode. If Gambit is dead, so we need to fix that. It's not too long.
Wait. Scroll up to X-Men because there was something I put in here that we've totally forgot about, and it's fine, but I think it's hilarious.
Hold on. Someone said, "What are we doing here? Making their own universe kind of story." It started as that, and now it is still that, but stupider. What did you need, Nikhil?
Scroll up to the X-Men because there's something I put in here that's now void, but I did think it was funny.
Okay, where in the X-Men? That's like a whole
it's
2
like
pages.
under the header X-Men.
Oh, Beak Phoenix arc. Yes. I didn't know that you put that in. We'll leave it as an option, huh?
Who wrote yes?
Maybe I did, and I just don't have remember. Yeah. Maybe I did. Maybe
I just wrote Beak Phoenix arc question
I'll trust
mark,
you.
and then someone.
We've done so many things. I can't be expected to remember all the things I say. Okay, so Gambit. Oh, maybe I don't know if we actually wrote down Gambit dies. I do remember that we discussed it, but the last thing we have on here for Gambit is in the X-Men like New York, the Kulan Gath thing. And we wrote down Gambit, King of Thieves, and never did anything with that.
I was just like he's hanging around. He's the King of Thieves.
Chod.
What's Chod up to?
Funny enough, Chod is actually already set up in the he's with the Fantastic Four because they meet him in prison and do the thing that the Starjammers do, and then presumably he just goes to take down the rest of the Shi'ar, and we left him there.
Oh, that's true. So because that was before. That's a little prequel thing.
Yeah.
So
it's been years since we've last seen Chod.
So it's older Chod.
Old man Chod.
Old man Chod.
Old man.
I'm pretty sure Chod's very old because he also like
older man Chod.
Because he's like is in the prequel thing where Scott is a child and then Corsair goes and meets Chod in space, and then 20 years pass.
All right, older man Chod.
So Chod's taking on the Shi'ar and won seemingly, because the Shi'ar are like gone, right? And everything.
Yeah, their empire gets taken down by the F4 and Chod and the other people.
Gambit is. This would have been so much easier with characters that we hadn't already used. But Gambit is around, maybe, Invisible Woman's on Earth, and Lockheed, we haven't used at all.
Yeah. By the way, I love this idea. We're definitely going to use this random generator to do more shit on future episodes because I love this. But I think
Eggwitch said, "I feel like Gambit is Nikhil's self-insert in this universe." I want to point out all that I've done with Gambit is I said he was insecure, and then I said he was the king of thieves. I don't think
he also did say that he dies.
Giving a self-insert.
So
I did, but that's not canon because you didn't write it down.
It was Nikhil's self-insert is insecure, dies, and then becomes the king of thieves later. It's just one of those bits. Guys, you have no idea how common it is for, like, one-off villain of the week type characters to just die and then, like, be back. It's so incredibly common. You'll go through, like, wikis of Spider-Man villains, and it'll be like, this character later reappeared, which was never explained. Like, Marvel, they do not care about the continuity of their minor villains. So, we don't have to either.
It happens to Gambit's first wife all the time, because she's just, like, a stock villain now. And she'll die constantly. And then she'll just be back.
What's her name? I feel like I know it.
Belladonna.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Belladonna. Okay, so
this is a really random thing, but she's like implicated in the creation of the Hobgoblin, I'm pretty sure.
That's interesting. Also, I just had a weird thought of how we could tie Lockheed and the Fantastic Four together somehow.
Okay.
What if we make Lockheed this universe's version of Dragon Man?
Elaborate.
He's a robot, an alien robot.
Yeah, the purple guy.
Yeah. It's just Dragon Man, but actual like dragon proportions and not like the weird gargoyle that he is. So I feel like I'm trying to think through. Also, someone didn't explain badly, and it's for a Gambit, so I'm gonna let you take it.
Oh, I don't know this Gambit. Hold on, Gambit Earth 6706. I don't know that number.
Though it's interesting that there's Remy specifically in parentheses. I don't know why that was.
I think they just copied it from the wiki.
Yeah, but I don't know why the wiki has that.
Okay, well, my first thought is that this man looks like Aquaman. Oh, my first thought is great. I'm great at this. Gambit is the first son of Susan Storm and Namor. When the Exiles arrived in his reality, he served as an unconscious rogue for Black Panther's Blood Force. Together, they first saved... Oh, he saved an unconscious rogue. Together, they first saved Remy's family from slave traders, and then he helped... Wait, why would the child of Namor and the Invisible Woman... Like, I get that alternate universe having...
But why is it Gambit?
But why would it be Gambit? Yeah.
Also, it doesn't seem like he has the powers.
Some of Gambit's powers come from him being.
No, he does not have the same powers. It just seems like they just named him Gambit and gave him the accent.
It seems like they were doing a story for Rogue, and they figured this character was going to save Rogue, and so they just made him that universe as Gambit.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Yeah, there's worse things. Archie says, "Why robot?
Gambit.
Dragon Man is a robot. No, Dragon Man is a robot. Like, okay, I don't. I feel like it's reasonable that Gambit could get like kidnapped by some space guy so that he could be a battery. Does that like Gambit's powers? Yeah. I feel like it's believable that some space guy hears about Gambit and is like, "Hey, this is this guy's powers could be used to, run spaceships or whatever."
Real quick, hold on 1 second. I don't know if I can leave if you're looking.
I can turn off the camera if you would like. He's gone. I'm going to mute his audio just in case. I have no idea what he's doing. Also, is his audio... Oh, shoot. His audio is going to be way lower than mine in the entire VOD, isn't it? Because I had the setting wrong. Well, that's fun. I turned your audio off because I didn't know what you were doing, but are you good? Okay, cool. And there we go. Now his audio is going to be more balanced than it was through the entire 2 hours of this. Oh, well.
I don't know. I don't know about the battery thing. I do think... I don't know. I think we have to figure out what Chod's up to.
We do have to figure out what Chod is up. Chod is the missing factor here.
So we'll go older man Chod.
Older man Chod. Because does Chod is in the comics just basically only member of the Starjammers, right? Like, I don't recall any other things that he has done other than just being a Starjammers guy.
Here are canon things about Chod.
Okay, here are the things about Chod.
Enslaved by the Shi'ar. Tore his supervising officer. Was a mercenary for the Shi'ar. Tore his supervising officer in half twice. Went to prison. Got out with Corsair. At some point, did an all-nude play with a guy named Baroque.
Now, one of those was different than the other ones.
Corsair dies also at one point, and he stays a Starjammer, but with a different captain.
Okay, what? Can we go back to that fifth one really quick? What's the guy's name? Oh,
Baroque. He doesn't have a wiki. You won't find him.
Yeah, I found a guy named Barack.
There's Obama.
It's Barok, so it might be Baroque.
No, this is QUE. It's I have the single panel where they mention it. It's like an offhand joke.
Okay.
In a Cyclops mini.
Okay. Let's see. I'm looking through. Whoa, Sikorsky's kind of cool. That's a weird bow.
Sikorsky was gonna be on my Cannon Clash, and I just didn't do.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that on the list. Actually, I didn't look it up. I mean, he still can. He'll be back at some point. Heck, I have extra things to do this week, so maybe I should bring you back on this weekend so that I don't have to do as much. Okay, I'm looking at Chod's. Oh, they did stuff with Zix, which is a stupid idea. Alex Summers. Yeah, okay. You know, look, Chod's your boy. What do you want Chod to be doing?
Well, sorry, I was finding this thing. I want to send it to you.
Oh, yeah.
It was in my Discord. It was easy. All right. There you go. There's the one panel that mentions his all-nude play.
I will show everyone. Can I open this as a separate tab? Will that work? Yes. Oh, it's not. So it's not necessarily true. It could be fake. It could be fake. It could be slander of Chod.
No.
No,
that's true.
No, it's just. Yeah. Do you just want it to? You just want to believe it to be true?
Well, why would you say an actual fake thing?
Why would you say an actual? What?
Well, what do you mean it could be fake?
He was saying, "Don't believe the lies," like the fact that we did.
He says, Scott, what has your father been telling you about me? Lies, all of it. I swear, it's a joke.
Okay, well, yeah, but is he? You know what? We don't need to spend time on nude Chod.
Chod did an all nude play with a man named Baroque. That's firm, hard canon.
In our fun time universe, that's what he overthrew
Old
the Shi'ar Empire and has just been a stripper for 30 years.
The Shi'ar Empire is currently an adult theater performer. No, that was something he did in his youth.
It's before the Shi'ar thing.
Has currently destroyed the Shi'ar Empire.
He is just.
So is he? Should he what? Did we talk about what filled the vacuum? I feel like we did.
I believe it was his species, but the Saurids, is that what they
so
are?
Maybe
Saurids?
He's just like in charge.
I was about to say, like, is he? It would make sense that he has some sort of.
He's just like our Lilandra character, but better because he's Chod.
Oh, wait, do we want to make him a? No, Lilandra's not a bad guy. I'm thinking
Lilandra's good.
I'm thinking of Deathbird. Whichever one is the
Deathbird.
Evil one. That's probably Deathbird.
Deathbird's also evil. That's Lilandra's evil aunt, I think.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. King Chod. Yeah, King Chod. Is that what we're doing here? King Chod? Emperor Chod?
King Chod is actually a hilarious name.
Right.
I feel like not Emperor Chod because he wouldn't have an empire. Because he just overthrew an empire.
All right, King
Chod.
King Chod is ruling over the Saurid, the Saurids, whatever we want to call it. If you type in Empire right after saying that, okay, the Saurid Confederation. Okay, very Star Wars.
Yeah, they took the only Iron Fisty word.
Yeah. Okay, so he now rules over the... So this is starring him then, yes? This is starring him?
Yes, this is now Chod's story. We're doing a Chod solo.
Okay, so we're doing a Chod solo.
So
King
far,
Chod, please. King
I
Chod.
want to point out my solos I've pitched have been Chod,
Leech.
Tishy,
Leech.
Leechy,
Lychee.
Leech,
The fruit?
Leech and Tishy. I also did I ever put Draven in a mini? No.
No, I don't believe you did.
Oh no, but Craven does take over for the last 15 issues.
Of damage control, yes. Of our very serious, very down-to-earth, kind of dark take on reality damage control series, starring the Ratman and Jessica Tish.
And Craven!
I'm so mad that I accidentally missed an episode in the VOD uploading. I'm so mad about that.
King Chod now rules over the Sword Confederation. Oh! And then maybe we could just have them, like, they are now getting to Earth. To join.
Oh, they're trying to have Earth join the Sword Confederation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Invisible Woman could be like the dignitary. Because she's the space person. She's back on Earth.
That tracks. So Lockheed can just be a robot. Oh wait, Sword. So it makes sense that if they're like reptilian, they have the Lockheed is just like a little dragon robot that they have. Oh, actually, that makes sense.
Well, I feel like Lockheed should just be an alien.
He can be an alien robot, whatever. But he can be like the like assistant to Invisible Woman. Like if she's the dignitary, they give Lockheed works with her as like this is your like your there's a word that I'm looking for and I do not know, but like this is your guide to the Sword Confederation.
Ambassador?
Maybe.
Ambassador?
Well, no, because she's the ambassador. Like I don't want to assist.
But she's the ambassador from Earth.
Yeah.
She would talk
I guess
from the ambassador from the Soviet Empire. Those two
Okay,
ambassadors.
sure. That's fine.
Alright. Reaching out to Earth to join.
Someone said I'm doing history homework and just wrote Craven instead of Congress. Thanks, guys. Please, Eggwitch, what was the whole sentence? I want to know the whole sentence. Please tell me the whole sentence. Okay, so now how the hell does Gambit get in here? Does he just do something stupid and like sneak aboard the spaceship? I don't...
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah, we don't have to overthink it.
Okay, so this is the basic setup. And then I'm just going to go down here. So Chod... Hold on. Get rid of this. I don't want this one. Alright. So Chod arrives. Oh, I guess we could do King Chod setup. And then Arc 1 of this long mini.
Someone's... Neither Craven nor people were united in support of the War of 1812.
Facts.
Yeah.
Craven would have hated that
Craven
war.
would have hated
He would have been like, just kill everyone. Chod and his peeps arrive in a fancy ship to talk to Earth leadership. Gambit attempts
to steal some shit from the ship.
Oh, to steal the ship, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he just because he's depressed and angsty and he wants to get off Earth. He doesn't want to be there anymore. Yeah. So solid.
Wants to go to space. Now.
Why did you capitalize space?
Because it's like a place.
Okay, sure. Sure. So he attempts to steal the ship. I mean, do we just fucks it up? Like,
yeah.
Fucks it up.
Sure.
Gets trapped on the ship as it leaves.
Oh, that's actually hilarious. He should get stuck on this ship.
Yeah, no, that's fully what I had in mind. Is he was trying he tries to go to the cockpit, takes a wrong turn, and like by the time he figures it out, ship's gone.
Wait, something should happen so that the Invisible Woman, who's there to have a meeting with Lockheed, is also unable to leave. Like, it's got to be like a quick.
Yeah, we need a bad guy. We don't have a bad guy yet.
Who? Well, Guardian. Not to keep using the same Shi'ar guy.
Well, we haven't really used him much.
He's the one that's supposed to be trying to bring the Shi'ar back. And Peter Quill is Darkhawk now, and he's on Earth.
Okay. Are either of those the villains that we want to use?
There's threads here.
There are threads here. I don't want to randomize it again because I feel like that'll complicate things more. What space guys?
What is a bad?
I feel like
space?
I mean we
Tyrant.
do we want to somehow try to bring in Galactus?
No.
Yeah, at some point yes, but not for this.
Okay, I see this as a joke, but what if we do Tyrant?
Okay.
I don't know.
Continue.
Tyrant like Galactus, right?
Tyrant is some bullshit. But I believe I'll look up the page. I've looked at him before.
I feel like he's built by Galactus. We'll have to change that. But I like the idea that Chad's created this great confederation of planets. Tyrant.
Yes, it is Galactus, by the way.
Wants to be a tyrant, so he wants to just take over and be Tyrant.
We don't have to confirm or deny whether he was built by Galactus. We just can say he's a weird alien robot that is from space, and we can do what we want with his origin later.
All right. Fucks it. So I'm just gonna leave it as fucks it up, gets trapped on the ship. Tyrant, a man, ? Who really, really wants to be a tyrant, attacks the peace conference. The ship hastily retreats.
Yeah, okay. Ironclad, please. I'll fix it.
Oh, sorry.
I'll fix it. Ironclad and Gambit on board. So now we have. So is it just like Tyrant is strong enough? Is the series basically then just like King Chad and Ironclad and Gambit and Lockheed like booking it across space, trying to escape being chased by Tyrant while they're trying to figure out how to beat him?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
That's just the book, actually.
Yeah, we did it. That was surprisingly easy.
Boom.
All right, cool. King, I would read this. This is one of the best.
Okay.
Honestly, one of the better things we've made. Like this kind of rules.
The Tishy one, my two peaks. Those are what I want. I'd read both of them. I'd read all 90 issues of that Tishy series.
Given that this was the most successful thing that we've done so far, I'm gonna give us another 3 set of random ones. Right. We don't have to necessarily finish it because we only have like 15 more minutes. But I'm gonna give us another 3 set. This is not it. This is just what I
do you
last
know time. If Wendy's is still giving out burgers this late at night?
Giving out burger? That's is there like an event, or did you just phrase buying a burger really weirdly? Okay.
No, today they're giving them out for a penny.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea.
Well, I hope so.
If you want to go and get a burger, that's valid. We can end here and you can go get a burger.
No. I'll go at the end anyway. It's only 50 minutes. I'll just thinking about dinner.
If that works. Well, I don't know when Wendy's closes. Well, we're not getting into another Mr. Beast
I don't know if they're
situation.
even still doing it this late at night.
Okay, I'm gonna.
But anyway.
Are we ready to roll another 3?
Yes, roll another 3.
Go. This thing really likes power. We once again have actually rolled a remarkably similar set of X-Men, animal with Lock in the name.
Is it
and
up? I can't.
Random guy. I don't. I feel like this is not a good set. Do we want to lock ourselves to doing this, or do I want to roll another one?
I truly cannot do it.
It is.
Oh no!
It is Beast, Lockjaw, and I don't. Mostly because I don't care about Paladin. That's why I want to like. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna reroll because no one cares about Paladin. Also, what is this image of him from? Anyway, another one. What the fuck? Why did it only change one of them? Also, we already did her. This website is broken down. Okay, again.
Try again.
There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Valkyrie, Husk, and Adam Warlock. Okay.
See, now this is an interesting pairing. Or
that's interesting.
Triple, whatever. Man, Husk is a weird character.
She really is. She's such a bizarre.
It's a very interesting concept that I think would be better if they didn't make her imagery look like this constantly. You know?
Well, because I feel like they try to evoke, like, tearing your clothes off.
Very much so. Yeah.
But it's her skin.
Yeah.
Which is horrifying.
Yeah. It's an interesting concept that is used. To put it in a blunt way, it is used less for horror and more for horny, and I don't love it for that. But we're gonna do what we can. Is she on? I feel like there's a non-zero chance that she's already on one of the. No, I don't think she is.
No, I don't think we did house.
Though there is an interesting bit there, which is that if we wanted to sort of retroactively put her in here, which I know comics don't often retroactively change things. I know that's something we would have to approach very lightly.
You can't do that.
But there is an interesting thing here where Husk could viably, like, have swapped between the Brotherhood of Sexy Mutants and the Morlocks. Like, she could change her appearance with that so incredibly easily.
Oh, that's true.
Which is actually something. Also, does Adam Warlock have an Infinity Stone connection? In which one would... Because we already used the Life and Death Stones, which is the stand-ins for the Soul Stones. We could give him one, though. I feel like the Mind Stone maybe fits his vibe. Let's not worry about that until we decide what other stuff is going to be, because we can basically just make that whatever we need. All right. So, okay, who do we want to be like the main of this? Because the last one we did a little bit differently because it was Chad, and then here's the side characters. This time we've rolled for just 3. So,
I would assume Warlock would be the easiest.
All right.
To base a book on.
Okay, so Warlock. I'm writing this down because I don't think we're gonna finish this tonight. Featuring Valkyrie and Husk. So, man, this is something I should know, but what even is Adam Warlock in the comics? I don't even remember.
He's orange.
Hold on, we're gonna remind. Okay, he was created by a group of researchers who calls themselves the Enclave. The goal of the research was to create the perfect human being. He was okay, cool. There is a very easy way for us to tie this into the stuff we already have set up, which is just when Jackal, a long time ago when this series was relatively serious, when Jackal was screwing around with the Life Stone, he ended up making one guy that wasn't a monster and was just a good guy, and that's Warlock. And Jackal didn't want that. And he's like, screw this,
Sure, but I feel like he should just be alien.
All right. So, is he just an alien? Because he's not an alien. He's actually, he's not an alien.
He's not. Wait,
no, he is meant to be the perfect human.
Wait a minute.
Which is weird because he is a space guy.
He's space Jesus.
He is a space guy, but he is created as.
Who makes him?
The Enclave, which is a group that wanted to create the pinnacle of human evolution, and they are from Earth, and they are human dudes.
All right,
it's a bunch of. He did get beaten up and reborn, but he was reborn by the High Evolutionary, which is an Earth guy.
Yeah,
Earth or near Earth at the very least. So that's wild. I don't think I ever really processed that Warlock was not technically a space guy.
Yeah, that's news to me actually.
Because he's just always. I mean, yeah. Okay. Weird. And then this is going to be a harder pairing than I feel like there's something here. This is a weird enough pairing that I don't hate it.
Maybe Warlock's not the person. Maybe we focus on Valkyrie and she like interacts with Warlock.
Yeah, we could do that. Though, I feel like, okay, I know we just set this up, but I feel like this is not something we should start now because it is 10 minutes to 3 hours. You should go get a burger. I feel like this is next week. Are you good with that? We did some things that are good and some things that are bad. King Chad is one of our best creations. Do we want to call episode 6 here?
Like just call it episode 6?
No, I call it here. I just said call it episode 6. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. In that case, that is the end of episode 6 of Matt and Nikhil's Funtime Universe. Nikhil, plug your Twitch and stuff, and then I can do announcements, and you can go get a burger or whatever.
Oh, this is dumb. You have to buy a burger, and then for 1 cent more, you get another burger.
A second burger?
Why the fuck would I want that? Yeah, why the fuck would I want an additional burger for 1 cent? That's so stupid. All right, anyway.
I guess it's like if you... I guess it's like 2
That
people.
makes more sense, though, because I was like, how are you going to have that many burgers ready to go? Like, what if someone just comes in with $1?
There would have to be a limit on it.
But then at that point, just say free. Just say you get a free burger. Like, why say a cent? I don't know.
Gimmicks. Marketing's dumb.
Anyway.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I almost guarantee you that the reason that they have a 1 cent thing is because there is some legal reason why they don't want to give away burgers for free, and this way they can say that they're selling them. I don't know what the legal background for that is.
What I imagine it is for tax purposes.
Yeah.
They need to have an account of every sale, and free would not require any transaction. They could just give you a burger. So they need to show that they sold.
It's definitely a 1 cent for some sort of business reason. Anyway, that's boring talk. Plug your Twitch.
Anyway, point is, I have a Twitch. It's at Nikhil Clayton. I will be there tomorrow. I will also be there Thursday, and then probably on the next Tuesday, and then not again for a bit. But go follow me. There's a lot more people in this that ever come to my Twitch. I'm hurt.
You should go watch Nikhil. I mean, this is more people than usually watch me, so go watch Nikhil also as well.
What do you mean? What is usually for you then? I feel like all your streams do.
Like 40 to 50. This hovers around 60s for most of it. It's dropping off by the end, but that's normal.
Also, I have a YouTube. It's real. It's Nikhil Clayton Comedy.
My TikTok live. Oops.
Also, I have a TikTok, and that's Nikhil Clayton. All right, I'm done plugging.
All right, cool. As for my announcements, I don't really have a lot of them. The main thing is just like schedule stuff for D&D. So actually, I will do YouTube VOZ channel first. If you haven't seen my YouTube VOZ channel, you should go look at it. I made thumbnails now. Oh my god, Nikhil, have you seen the thumbnails?
No.
Hold on, I didn't realize. Okay, pull the stream up. Pull the stream up right now.
I have the stream up.
I'm going to show you the thumbnail that I made for...
I could also just pull up...
Well, I'll show... Because I want to show everyone in chat, too. So I have... Here are my thumbnails for YouTube. They're not complicated. But they're, like, fine. You know, they're very...
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, I made, like, nice little logos for shit. It's fine. That's what Very Serious Battles looks like. Cannon Clash. There's that. And then this is Matt and Nikhil's Funtime Universe.
I can't see
It'll give it a second. I googled both of our names, found the funniest headshots, and just smacked them on, and then did some shitty graphic design.
I don't know where that fucking birthday site got that fucking image of me. It shows up all the time. I don't know where
it's good. It's very good for this. Also, I want you to know that when I googled your name, the first image that comes up is like a Getty Images tagged stock photo, and it's of you. And I don't understand where that came from.
Oh, that's from the Black Phone world premiere.
Why is there a Getty Images stock photo of you though? No offense, but
buddy, I got a lot of Getty Images photos of me.
All right, well, I didn't pay the license for this.
Anytime you go to a premiere or anything, or you walk the carpet, or they're just like around at like events, they'll have professional photographers, and those professional photographers will always caption it. Well, they won't caption it, but they work for Getty, so they'll always have the Getty watermark on it. Weird. It is really funny because I always see them, and I'm like, technically this costs $500, but also it's of me. So like the reason that one shows up is because it's my LinkedIn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they
profile
could
picture.
sue you because it's your likeness, and if you
Yeah,
didn't
I
give
was
them the
like,
rights for it, they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have the point is I have a YouTube and it has thumbnails that look nicer now, and it's not just shitty Twitch screenshots. That said, I apparently did fuck up the episode order of Funtime Universe. I will fix that over like the next 2 days, so look for that to get fixed and the old episode to get uploaded, and I don't know how I'm going to fix the order, but I'll relabel them or do something. The only other big announcement I have is Outlaws of the Seven does have some scheduling changes. I'm looking at my calendar here to make sure that I'm thinking of this right. Presumably this Friday, at short notice, so I'm still trying to grab guests. So I'm not 100% certain that's going to work out. This Friday, same place, same time, I am going to be running a one-shot in the Outlaws of the Seven universe. It is sort of like a breakpoints that we did for Symmetry, because Panda had some scheduling conflicts, so I'm going to be running a one-shot sort of loosely connected to the campaign, but not main canon. We're doing that to fill the empty slot. Then the 29th, we are still going to be doing the finale. It will be pre-recorded. So we're going to air it just like a normal stream, same time, same place. It will not be different on your guys' end. We're just not going to be talking to chat because due to scheduling conflicts, we're going to record it earlier and then post it there. More details on how exactly that's going to work as it gets closer, but again, it's not really going to change anything for you. Then there's a break week on the 6th. There's a chance things are going to get pushed back, but break week on the 6th. And then Agents of Hades, my return to DMing, begins Friday, October 13th. And that is a 3-episode miniseries that we are doing for Halloween. Otherwise, Canon Clash is back on Saturdays. Nikhil, if you want to guest host this Saturday, you can, actually. We can talk about that off camera so you don't have to make any commitments. Yeah. But I have a one-shot to plan super impromptu on Friday because of scheduling shifts. So if I can take half the questions off my plate, I will totally do that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this stream. Go follow Nikhil on all of his stuff if you don't. This episode will be uploaded to YouTube soon, and I will hopefully see you on Wednesday for my next stream. Have a good rest of your night.
Adios.